right now I'm just not promising anything specific. Thank you all for 11 years of Innuendo Studios. Even if the financial precarity, like my official position right now, is that it's not worth it anymore. For those 11 years, it really was. And I don't know what's out there. I'm probably calling a temp agency on Monday. Good God. You know what it's like to have
This guy's going on vacation in Japan! We're gonna be checking out in my favorite subgenre of content that we've been looking at these things for quite a while. Who here is familiar with Innuendo Studios? Does anybody here know Innuendo Studios? It was one of the vacation VODs, but if you've been watching our poor BreadTuber segments, we've been referring back to him for a while. He's the guy who raised a ton of money from his audience for his taxes. Let me see, we'll pull this up right now. Innuendo Studios, where he's like, hey guys, epic sigh. Yeah, I'm poor now, guys. My channel's been running at a loss the entire time.
Hey, everyone.
I can't even afford good lighting.
Ian from Innuendo Studios here.
And what did he do with the money, chat? What do you remember he did with the money?
Here to let you know that for
gosh diggity darn, I never wanted to make this video.
Time being, Innuendo Studios is taking a break. I'm not sure.
This guy created the template that a bunch of pathetic YouTubers have been using for months to like squeeze as much money out of their audience as they like meaningfully can.
Or for how long? And there's a chance it might be permanent. Well, you've seen the title of the video, so that is not
clickbait.
Hyperbole. It's not strictly speaking true. Like
being a YouTuber bankrupted me. No, not paying your taxes bankrupted you. Not getting a job bankrupted you. Not knowing when to call it quits bankrupted you.
Bankruptcy is only one of.
But then, like magic, his audience came and gave him $150,000. Yeah, he had $87,000 in debt, so they doubled it. About, give or take. They gave him the fucking money, and they showed his revenue monthly of making like fucking at least $4,000 almost every single month. Aside from the fact, I think, is this YouTube or Patreon? This guy was getting money for pass and go as well. Like the Patreon BreadTube stereotype, right? Let me see if I can find this. I don't know how to write this message. What do I even say? I'll start with thank you. It's absolutely overwhelming. I'm humbled. Where's the initial post? See earlier updates. I don't know. This is amazing. I'm fully unable to comprehend what's happening right now. I assume you know your own business, so I won't scream. Stop it, you frickin' weirdos! Where is the? Okay, here it is. Between back taxes, fees, and credit card debt currently in collections. It's like, this is your fault. Nobody did this to you. You have willingly chosen to put yourself into debt and bail out loans
Nicholas,
from loan. You took your
$5,
family's money too, you fucking piece of shit. Running Innuendo Studios for 11 years has put me $87,000 into debt. Well, then you weren't making enough money to go full time. I am suspending the channel and getting a day job, but would welcome anyone willing to pitch in with the debt. Breakdown. My back tax fees are $59,000, assuming I can correct an inaccurate audit from 2019. So it could have been more. He has $19,000 in credit card debt, and he took nearly $10,000 from his family, totaling $87,000. So they gave it to him. Now, where did Ian Dankins go with the money? Danskin. Where did Ian Danskin go with the money? Ian, by the way, funny name. Where did he go with the money, chat? He was going to Japan, but ultimately, we're going to get an update right now that didn't happen. Essentially, what he said is like, hey guys, thank you for paying my debt. I'm still going to quit Innuendo Studios, but I appreciate you guys bailing me out. We might come back and make a little bit more content, and maybe I'm not going to quit entirely. I haven't really made up my mind yet. So I'll let you guys know after my trip to Japan if I plan on, you know, continuing to make this content. You're like, what a fucking piece of shit. This guy was $87,000 in debt, and the first thing that he did was plan a Japanese vacation. Yeah, can we get Caleb Hammer on this? I feel like, unironically, that should be a fucking thing. I think that you should be able to offer bailouts to YouTubers, but they should have to go on Caleb Hammer first to get this money from their audience. That should be it. They should have to go and embarrass themselves publicly for all to see. If it's not like if it's a medical thing, like I got surgery, my dog's dying, I need money desperately, sure, whatever, cool, okay, awesome. If it's I didn't pay my taxes for fucking years and I have back taxes from 2019 that the audit might fix or something, but I'm still $57,000 in debt, I think you should have to go on Caleb Hammer, hand him your financial stuff, and get made fun of publicly and exposed online. I think that should be the trade-off, because if you're gonna fucking beg your audience for money, you should literally have to feel some kind of like personal sadness associated with doing it, right? It's a money creature. That's what I described it. Yeah, that's a good way to describe them. So recently I did get a progress report from Ian, because he's been giving updates on Patreon, so I thought I would take a small excerpt out. We're not going to read the whole thing, but I did see this. I continue to be on sabbatical, but I will write my updates on here. So guys, if you did pay him $150,000 or something, thankfully you can go on Patreon to pay him to tell you what he's going to do with the money. Yeah. First, regarding debts, the IRS is making it exceptionally difficult to actually give them the money that I owe. Oh, those gosh darn IRS, they hate when you give them the money that you've been not paying for years. Wow. So he's struggling to give them the money that's owed. Insane.
I just saw Keffel's tweet.
He's struggling, dude.
Nicholas
It's a real
DeOrio.
problem.
Keffel's appreciated the shout out.
With paperwork.
I spend 10K USD per month on of girls, but I don't know why I'm in debt.
Due to pain, if you're spending $10,000 on OnlyFans girls, oh no, you're joking. But I was like, that's an insane amount of money to send to them. But thank you for supporting my stream. Also, thank you for hitting the goal. Thank you. We haven't hit a flamenco tonight, but our flamenco update, for those who are curious, is he still hasn't tweeted since May. I'm starting to think he's dead. I've reached out to Augie if he wants to do a joking hunting flamenco stream where we go back through all the archives and talk about flamenco and go through that and like some of the more recent Gator things. I feel like that'd be a fun commentary collab stream that people have been clamoring for, like a flamenco history season thing to celebrate his impending death. That would be a fun stream. What if flamenco is in jail? I think that's equally as funny, to be clear. But I do think that we should do that ultimate death review, and we review the life of Flamenco and the legacy he will leave if he is actually dead. It reminds me of when they thought Coach Red Pill died the first time. They did like celebration streams. We're not going to do a celebration stream. We're going to do an in memoriam stream. What was his last post? His last post that I can see in this side hustle right here that I don't think anyone has a problem with me doing is where is this? Apparently Boblax went live and there are currently 4 viewers watching, and I should not have said that out loud. The entire chat is modded. That's crazy. I just saw a Spondyle tweet hit feed.
The shout out.
Should we A-log Boblax during the
I
poverty
actually
segment?
Send that amount of money. Sure, but what would you do for the dollar?
Tummy cam, of course, dude. Are you kidding? So you check out Flamenco's account right now.
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't know why I put it back to 10. It was supposed to be a 5 goal, but whatever. We're not going to hit that. So his last thing was on May 22nd. He retweeted Centauri Chan or something, and then posted, like, he's retweeting a fuckload. He's a big Nux Taku dick sucker, to be clear. But he's got no tweets since the 22nd of May when he's, like, talking about Nux Taku and shit. Okay, everything Flamenco likes is weird. I tweeted some clips about the stream. I'll check those out. We're in the poverty segment, so we can talk about Boblax. You got a problem with cartoons, Nick? I have a problem with people whose entire personality is watching a adult woman pretend to be a 10-year-old online. That is I actually probably do have a problem with those. Yeah, 100%. I think it's fucking weird. If your entire content consumption is watching someone pretend to be a child online, I think you're kind of weird. I think that's kind of fair. Sure. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, you have a Wiggler, Nick. Well, Tipster told me that's a chibi art style, so it's fine, all right? That's what I learned from Tipster, okay? Just to be clear. And someone said the red Jaws machine is too much. Thank you. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you. You are 2 hours late to the stream, though. So here we go. Innuendo Studios update from the top. I continue to be on sabbatical, but I'm going to write my update here. First, regarding the debt. Actually, hold on. If we're going to do something really fucking cringy and read this really fucking cringy thing, we might as well put on some really fucking cringy music to go with it! Where is it, dude? The iconic song of the person who's making posts like this. Not like this, but... Here we go. We're gonna get an update here. First, regarding debts. The IRS is making it exceptionally difficult to give Billy Mitchell the money that he is owed. What paperwork is still not in their system months after I sent it. Third-party payment servers that can't verify my identity, and now a new mandatory authentication app to log into my account that has never once worked for me. I talked to CPA the other day, and we have an idea for overcoming at least one of these hurdles. Dude, he's like, I can't pay him back! I can't pay him back! The authentication app's not working with the IRS! I can't. So, dude, this is why this guy's a fucking pathetic failure. He can't even navigate an authentication app. He wrote on Patreon to say that he can't get through the fucking authentication of the IRS. Absolute legend. Holy shit, dude. Talked to CPA the other day, and we have an idea for overcoming at least one of these hurdles. So hopefully, that will soon be square. Or more square, at least. A rhomboidal, perhaps. The credit card debt apparently needs to get moved to a new collections agency, since I moved out of Massachusetts. So I'm still waiting for those new debt holders to contact me. Meantime, the money just sits in my savings account, accruing what interest I can get for it. He's making money off of being in debt! What? Dude, I hate this. I hate him. I fucking hate him, bro. Holy shit, dude. I mean, at least it's getting balanced out probably by the exorbitant fees that he hasn't paid. Oh my, he's literally playing the system. This guy doesn't have a high yield savings account though. He's making like $100 off of it, I guarantee it. But holy shit, money making money, debt making debt. It's probably being canceled out. I hope it's being canceled out, dude. Holy fuck, bro. Second, here's the things that I have been up to. So, last week, I went on a channel for a fundraising live stream, reading unreleased alt-right playbook scripts. Why don't you just make the videos, you fucking moron? Dude, he's reading unreleased scripts on live streams instead of just fucking making the content. What is wrong with you? Lily and the rest of us were raising money for a queer friend in Lebanon who can no longer afford HIV medication. Maybe you can donate the rest of the fucking money that you raised off your tax bill to go fucking pay for her to buy HIV meds so she doesn't get AIDS. Mr. Dankins, dude, holy shit. Raising money for it. Sounds like you love the crowdfunding system. Oh my god. He's also writing this instead of making the video. Yeah, I mean, well, it doesn't seem like the scripts are the problem. Just today, I recorded an episode of the Past Due with Anna Marie Cox and Open Mike Eagle podcast talking about the GoFundMe and the general financial state of the creator Dude, this guy's making economic videos because he fucking pillaged his audience for their fucking shekels to pay off his debt. He's doing a press tour about how much money he was able to milk from his lefty audience. This is so embarrassing that I don't know how he's able to even stomach posting shit like this. This guy fucking took a bunch of money from his audience, planned a trip to Japan, and became fucking lefty Caleb Hammer. Soon as I leave for London to be he's going to London! Oh my god, he's going to London! Why? To be a speaker at what? He's going to London now.
I recommend watching.
It is a symposium, unconference party focused on video games.
To do work is like asking a BreadTuber to be normal.
This guy's going on tour. Yeah, he's going on tour, dude. Holy shit. I'm looking forward to getting to meet a bunch of my European... This guy's going to VidCon. It's like Bo Black's when he sold the Tesla to fucking pay off his mortgage when his house was being fucking condemned. Or whatever the fuck happened. And he's going to VidCon. He's going to European VidCon. If any of you guys are in Great Britain, grab tickets. Oh my god. He can't even do a meet and greet, chat. Go buy tickets to meet me. I mean, I wouldn't do a meet and greet either. But this guy is stingy as all hell. All right, but this is the big update that people really wanted to see from Mr. Dankins. About my trip to Japan. Well, it's been postponed. What? Wait, not canceled? Postponed? Wait, why is it... My trip to Japan has been postponed, as my friend remembered that September is typhoon season. Dude, he can't go to Japan because it's typhoon season. He's walked off, dude. Dude. Ooh, ooh. Dude, this guy sucks so much, bro. He got cucked by a typhoon. Oh, God. Bo Blacks and Otter are great bedfellows. They both do stupid shit with the money they had at a time when they were already struggling to get by. I thought what you meant by bedfellows, that meant, like, they have sex. Because I think they were trying to... Weren't they trying to gay bait? Where they're claiming they were pretending to be gay on video or something so people would say things about it. Yeah, dude. Holy fuck. We're aiming to figure out a trip a bit later in the year. As such, that trip or project will not be the deadline by which I decide if I'm still a YouTuber.
Instead of strippers, I give my bills to my favorite entertainer.
Thank you!
Don't forget to pay your taxes.
I pay my taxes. You'll never hear it from me. You'll never hear it from me. We're aiming to figure out the trip a bit later in the year. And keep in mind, the trip was supposed to be his metric to find out if he's going to return to content creation. Like, following his sabbatical trip to Japan that he was going to do immediately after his stupid fucking retarded followers paid all of his bills and saved this guy from fucking tax jail or some shit, right? He fucking announced a trip to go to Japan. You know what it's like? You know what this is like? You know why this is so frustrating? Imagine you have a family member who's like, maybe like a drug addict where you give them money to go to like fucking, we're gonna get you to rehab, and they take your money and they go fucking buy drugs or something. Maybe it's not as bad as, maybe it's not like that as much as it's like, you have a friend in like a financial situation. So they're like, I need money right now because my cat's dying or something. And then you pay off like their fucking cat. And then you see them walking around with a new like Louis Vuitton purse or something, or they've got this brand new, they got a nice new watch on their wrist or something. They're flexing it and showing it off. And it's like, you were literally begging last week for money and you're going on an extravagant trip to Japan. You fucking pathetic wretch. Third, despite my sabbatical, I am dipping my toe into a number of projects. And since I said I was going to be transparent this year, I'm going to tell you about them. Be aware, this is a period of experimentation. So any number of these might fail to come together, and that's 100% fine with me. So he can't even commit to anything. He's like, hey, here, by the way, I'm going to be releasing this video, but I might not make it. Who cares? I'm going to be transparent. I'm probably not going to do any of this shit. Oh, and by the way, I missed this up top. This is actually the main reason why we're here. We're aiming to figure out the trip a bit later in the year. So that trip and project will not be the deadline in which I decide if I'm still a YouTuber. That'll just be September. I will decide in September. This guy is literally, dude, he's like, I need money from you in like May. And then he's like, I'll be back after, I'm taking summer vacation off like a fucking teacher. I can't, it's insane. Dude, imagine saying you're in debt and you can't pay your bills to survive and you have to get a part-time job immediately. And then you're like, by the way, I'm not going to do any work on my channel for the entire fucking September or whatever. Thanks for paying my bills, idiots. People defended this guy initially, yeah. I guess they've started to turn around since they noticed this guy is like a fucking demonic, money-consuming entity. Yeah, he's taking a vacation from not posting a month. He posts like once a month. This guy literally barely does any work as it is. It might as well not even be a full-time job. The fact that he is in debt is entirely his fault. They also might not go public, might not look like their pitch, or they might suck. So now he's saying that he might even make these videos, but you guys might never even get to see them, or they might be Patreon exclusive, I guess. And then, this is my favorite one, bingo card. Nothing new this month. I don't know what bingo card is, but that's essentially the summary of the entire document. Is bingo, nothing new this month. Oh, man. Yeah, so I like talking about stuff like this. Oh god. I want to talk about this guy now. Have you ever seen Gaming for Hope? I don't know if this okay. I don't know who this guy is. I saw 2 minutes of a Chud Logic section, and I thought I would put this in the docket, and I put it next to our poor BreadTubers. But this guy's timestamps are insane. At 00, you'll learn about the intro. At 1:23, you'll hear the allegations that he neglects his children. At 3 minutes and 10 seconds, you'll find out if he hates gay people. At 8 minutes, you'll find out if he's a Nazi. At 9:11, you'll find out if he hates black people. At 11:18, you'll find out if he's unemployed. At 14:37, you find out if he groomed his wife. At 15:33, you'll be responding to someone's video. At 19:18, he'll be calibrating his future goals. And at the 22-minute mark, he'll give his final solution. So this is I found this to be interesting. This video seems to have a lot going for it. I haven't seen it, so I do want to check this out. Apparently, I'm being told to check out his VOD thumbnails. Let's kind of figure out who we're dealing with here, because apparently this is also an unemployed guy.
The GOAT. I appreciate that.
Oh, he's live right now. He's playing Overwatch. Is this Overwatch? Is that what's happening here? Just 55 viewers. All right. All right, we got a professional YouTuber out here. 8K subs, streaming right now to 55 people. His live VODs are... All right, it's just him pointing. It's probably a little better than mine. At least he has a thumbnail, but why does he look like that? He looks extra... Wait, oh. Something happened 3 months ago. I don't know what it is. Something happened about 3 months ago. Dude, something... Dude, something changed. I don't know. I can't quite put my finger on what it is. Something... Oh no, dude, the finasteride didn't work. A piece of him is missing as of 3 months ago. I don't know what it is. His content just isn't the same anymore. How long was he bald though? Okay, wait, he had hair here. Is this his bald announcement video? When is he? All right.
Well, I just about got demonetized. I was still playing DMCA music.
It's not called DMCA music. Thank you, Twitch streamer. So he cut the hair off in between one of these VODs. I gotta see when it happened. He's like, I'm done. I can't live this life anymore. I will live life as a bald man, and henceforth, it's this one. I will become Tectone. I'm channeling my inner Tectone.
Well, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody out there on Twitch and YouTube, wherever.
If this would be one of those things, it'd be really funny if we found out, right? Like what his chat was saying, but I don't think he has one, right? What was his chat?
You are in the world, whatever time of day it is. Either the...
Does he address the hair situation? I'm sorry, there was a reason why we were here, but I need to know if he addresses the hair situation. Okay, here.
So, it was a little different then, because it's a battle royale. So, were you bald before? No. Great question. Something feels off. Now you know, huh?
Someone trolled him into going bald that would make him more successful. Is that real? Wait, is it in the previous VOD where they're like, oh fuck dude, I gotta shave my head? I mean, hold on, where is this? Oh no, dude. Birthday stream week? Let me see. Alright. He has like Gamer J. Lee's hair. He kind of looks like Gamer J. Lee archetype a little bit, but he's skinny. Skinnier. If anyone knows who that's fallen on deaf ears, surely. Like 5 viewers are like, holy shit, you're right, Nick. No, I'm kidding. Well, let's see. Did anybody here say bald? Okay, no, there's no bald in here. No bald! Alright. So, what is his videos like? The truth about the new accusations. Derpy's eye-opening advice made me better. Physical habits that you need to boost your gaming Oh god, I can sit here all night. Wait, physical habits to boost gaming performance.
What if I told you that the best way to get better in-game is actually not in-game at all?
It's like mewing. You've got to mew.
Today we're talking about how
you got to jork it.
Physical health directly impacts your in-game performance. And
Dude, God. Dude, someone in chat wrote semen retention is like the strategy for Overwatch.
I'm also sharing some practical tips that I have implemented to improve my gameplay.
Why is this guy not more famous? He seems pretty cool.
So that you can hopefully benefit from them too.
Dude, he's jaking his Weddle everywhere.
As a disclaimer, I am obviously not a medical
Dude, his shirt is freedom and liberty. Is this guy gonna start selling me fucking supplements? Plan a sleep window, morning electrolytes, delay caffeine, stay hydrated. Dude, I want to hear him talk about drinking water.
gaming performance. Even a small amount of dehydration.
By the way, what is your credentials as a gaming YouTuber? What do you have going for you right now? I'm actually so fucking curious. What is going on in your life that makes you an expert on gaming?
Affects cognition and muscle function. Personally, I shoot for about half my body.
This is like, dude, you know what this reminds me of? This is Optic Nade shot after Scump kicked him off the team. All right, that's a little mean. All right, it's not. Okay, he was not that bad, but this is like, yeah, literally. This reminds me of Optic Nade shot when he got chased off of the team.
Weight in water every single day. That means for me, currently sitting about 230 pounds, I shoot for about.
Why does he just list his weight?
115 ounces of water every day.
Dude, this guy fucking measures it out.
In order to stay on top of this and keep myself at a steady water intake, I use phone reminders that go off every 3 hours to make sure I have finished another 24 ounces at least. This keeps me consistent without obsessing over every sip of water.
He's dropping his character stats like it's a fucking YouTube MMO. Maintenance and calories. What the fuck, dude?
Challenge.
Are those like Zins behind him? No, he's not cool enough. That's probably cat food.
Calories.
No, he's that. Tell me it's G Fuel. If that's G Fuel or gamer supplements, dude, I will incinerate myself live on stream and scream free Ethan Klein.
Next 2 weeks, I think you'll be about as surprised as I was. I was consuming an average of 4,000 plus calories a day before I made a change. At that time, I was weighing in at 200.
Dude, yeah, I'm trying to get better at Fortnite. We don't even know why this guy's funny yet, and I can't. I'm just like locked into his content.
60 pounds and overeating constantly. Now I stick with 1,900 to 2,400 calories depending on my activity level that day. My maintenance is around 2,400 based on my height, weight.
What does he mean by maintenance?
As well as my.
Is this guy doing oil changes? That just reminded me of Blue Mountain State. It's like I gotta do an oil change.
General activity level. Just getting my calories down to maintenance level brought my energy levels up substantially. Clearer thinking, less food coma, and more sustainable focus during matches. Don't eat like you are.
I can't stress enough. Apparently, this guy is just awful at video games. Avoid sugars and this entire video is about your food and drink intake. That's all physical habits you need. It's like sleep, electrolytes, caffeine, hydration, calories, sugar, things to stop eating before bed. Like, why did he make this? What? The gaming community heavily underestimates health and wellness for gaming improvement. Thank you. This is very informative. You should look into getting a lightweight mouse. Dude, if you can't lose it on your waist, you can lose it on your wrist. Get a lighter mouse, dude. Oh, what happens when I actually give into Apex Legends competitive? I tried Wrecking Ball to see if he'll throw. The truth about why you need to aim train. Oh god. Debunking popular lies. I'm gonna keep this here. Wait, what? My wife. Oh my god, he's got a wife. Oh no. Oh god. You know what this guy is? Before I even watch the video, you know what this guy is? Does anybody here have a friend from high school who's like live streaming into their 20s or whatever and has no viewers? It's like the archetype guy who's like, dude, I'm just trying Twitch, dude. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna make it eventually. They're like 25, 26 years old. They've been doing it for 7 years and they have 2 viewers. He's that guy. He's literally fucking that guy. Yeah, dude, you gotta keep the grind. All right, let's find out what happened. Pay attention. Iconic thumbnail. Gamer subs in the background.
Let's address these allegations that the entirety of the community of Overwatch seems to be at least aware of it.
Dude, this guy, oh god, it is 45. I was gonna be like, dude, 3 people have seen this video, dude. I don't think the entire community thinks this is true.
These allegations of the entirety of the community.
Oh yeah, he has a wife because he's accused of grooming her. I forgot. Okay.
community of Overwatch.
Jump ahead? Dude, this guy is such a fucking waste of time. They literally skip him explaining why he's here and cut to neglecting my children. They put a fucking jump button on his fucking explanation.
Let's address these allegations that the entirety of the community of Overwatch seems to be at least aware of at this point. I have notes in front of me, so if you see...
Dude, I can't. He looks just like Gamer J. Lee. It's actually extremely difficult to watch this video.
Community of Overwatch seems to be at least aware of at this point. I have notes in front of me, so if you see me looking down, it is because I'm trying to be organized without literally reading a script. I mean, there is no script.
Dude, if you're getting accused of grooming your wife, you should write a script. If you're getting accused of, like... What else is in here? Neglecting your children. Oh, no. Oh God, no! Wait, he has kids. That just clicked for me. I'm thinking this is like a man child or whatever living in his house and not doing anything else. Dude,
Script here. It may look like a script, but there is no
he
script.
Has 6?
It is just my bullet points.
Wait, he has 6 kids? 6 of them? Oh God, give your kid the controller, dude. Unironically, you know what dads do when they're pathetic? They make their kids do their dreams for them. What you need to do is like make one of your kids an Overwatch star so you can live through them. It's probably unethical, and most people ought not do this, but it's the only chance that you're ever going to see Worlds.
There is no script here. It may look like a script.
3 kids, not 6, 3.
But there is no script. It is just my bullet points trying to help me keep my thoughts organized. The allegations that I'm aware of at this point are that I neglect my children, I'm anti-LGBTQIA+, I'm a Nazi, apparently I'm still considered to be a member of the KKK.
Hold on. Wait, that's not how you say... Wait, what do you mean still a member of the KKK? Wait, what? Whoa, dude, you should have wrote a script for this video. That's insane.
LGBTQIA+, I'm a...
Apparently, I'm still listed as a KKK member.
Of at this point are that...
Dude, wait, what happened? What's going on?
I neglect my children, I'm anti-LGBTQ...
Why did he say that?
KKK+, I'm a Nazi. Apparently, I'm still considered to be a member of the KKK.
No one would say that. No normal person would respond that way.
I am unemployed. I groomed my wife, which is insane to say out loud. Applies reaction, which obviously was a lot of what sparked this whole chaotic mess. And not that that's his fault, just to be clear. And then I am going to share an adjustment to my goals in general at the end of the video. There will be chapters, so if there's a specific question that you want to go...
I actually want to hear them all.
Look at the answer to, you don't care about anything else, totally fine.
The KKK forgot to remove his name like they did with Myth and Creator Clash.
Skip to that one. It's okay. I'm going to throw this disclaimer out there, though, before I say anything about any of the allegations. My request to you is very clear. Treat people the way you want to be treated.
The golden rule, dude. I thought the golden rule was about not leaking YouTuber DMs.
Do not be disrespectful to me or anybody else in my comment section. It takes me or one of my moderators 2 seconds to hide your account. Please don't...
Dude, he's threatening us not to be mean.
Make us do that.
No.
You are welcome to leave criticism in the comments. You are even welcome to be critical of me. What will be blocked is people who are clearly rage baiting and...
Why would... Dude, just delete the messenger. I mean, it's better to just delete them silently than to... dude, before you address if you were in the KKK at 1 minute and 19 seconds into the video, you're like, I'm going to be hiding the comments. Just to be clear, I will be hiding them. That's probably not a good entry point.
People who are clearly just there to be toxic and not helpful. So first, let's talk about this whole I neglect my children thing based on a very, very, very deeply out of context clip.
Okay. Out of context. Let's give me it. I don't know what he's been accused of, so I'm learning this with him.
As is, you'll find a theme as we continue. Basically, what was going on there is my kid was crying. My youngest son, Cassian, was crying in the background. My stream is...
Chad ignores his crying child to prioritize losing his 3.1k ELO scrim match.
Actually in our bedroom, and he's 6 months old, so he has a bassinet that's next to our bed, so he was being put down for bed about that time. And my wife was with him, so he was not being neglected. My wife is a stay-at-home mom, so her entire life is built around making our home wonderful and raising our children.
Okay.
Now,
I'm going to assume
Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
I'm going to assume this guy has a day job if his wife is stay-at-home and his streaming channel is not doing well. There's no other way that they could be making money. So I'm going to assume this guy has a job. He has a real job. Okay, thank God.
in a very direct, consistent way while I continue to earn a living.
Half my chat says he does and half of it doesn't. So I'm guessing you guys don't agree that's a job.
And provide for the family. That's not everybody's way of doing things. By the way, I don't care. That's fine. If something else works better for you and your family, that's great. But for us, her being a stay-at-home mom and homemaker has been a
Now,
huge
do you want her to be a stay-at-home mom so you could do your ELO scrim matches, or do you want her to raise your kids?
blessing, not only for my children, but for
Not that it matters, but I'd like to know.
me when I come home from work. It is a very big deal. Kids do cry, in case you didn't know that. Some of you, I don't think, have ever had children, which is fine. But you do need to be a little more sensitive to the fact that kids cry. That's just their way of communicating. They cry when they need change. They cry when they're hungry. They cry
Dude, then his kid got jarred. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
when they're cold. They cry when they're hot. They cry. You get the idea? They cry a lot. And if you've watched any of my streams for more than just that one clip's duration, you know that, especially during the nights that I'm not in a scrim, which is like literally every one of them besides that one, because I was just
There's no way this guy's in scrim. Dude, this guy is a fucking pro elite gamer. We gotta check out his gameplay.
trialing for a scrim team, I walk away after that game. When I'm done with the game and my wife needs something, I have a BRB scene specifically so that I can walk
Dude, he's not Hassan Piker, Chad. He will not leave videos playing on in the background. He has a BRB screen so he can wipe his kid's ass.
away from my stream and people know that I'm gone for a minute. Because my wife does need my help sometimes. My streams also lie about the middle of them is when my kids go to bed. I usually walk away from here for a minute to go say goodnight to them, tuck them in, and then I come back. The audacity for people to think that I don't care about my children or that I'm neglecting them is...
I gotta see the clip they're talking about because he intentionally doesn't show it. But if his wife is, I mean, it sounds fine. If his wife is in the room with the kid, he didn't do anything wrong.
astronomical. Let's talk about the LGBTQIA plus community, because I do want to say before I say anything else, I have nothing but kindness and love in my heart for you. Yes, I have my own personal beliefs as a Christian, but those beliefs are anchored by the idea that you are to love your neighbor as yourself. And I know that while the Bible calls many of the LGBTQIA plus community identifications sin, that does not mean that I am without fault. I make mistakes constantly.
Why are you saying they're mistakes? Dude, just say like, nah, dude, I love gay people. Move on to the next one. You could even lie. Why are you going into the religious aspect to it?
The Bible has no hierarchy to sin. There is no, the LGBT is the worst, although some Christians would have you believe
Dude,
that.
I want to watch a whole video of this guy explaining the fucking ethics of sodomy.
There's just no factual basis for that. My lying on occasion, little white lie, even just a little, you steal a paperclip from your office, that's still as bad.
Dude, stealing a paperclip is exactly the same as plowing your fucking homies.
In God's mind,
why is he going into such detail about this?
According to the Bible, as anything else that's listed as sin in the Bible, it's all the same to him. At my core, you will never, ever, 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 ever be able to find a place where
literally. So his argument is that stealing a paperclip, killing someone in cold blood, and fucking a man if you're a man are like, dude, there's no hierarchy of sin. We will accept all of you. We'll accept child molesters and guys who fuck gay people and people who steal fucking paper clips from the store.
Disrespectful towards someone because of their gender identity, sexual orientation, or the like. I can promise you that.
What's the name
I
of
obviously
the
made
guy?
Well, to be clear, that
Keemstar
on the
Orbiter,
child thing,
Nick
I mean, he is
Orio,
on the team,
Mr.
of the
Orio.
Christians.
Was it a
I'm
mistake
kidding,
the
kidding,
last time
kidding.
I backdoored Bo Blacks?
Yeah, dude, it was a huge mistake. Dude, Augie's gonna get mad at me. He goes, Nick just made a joke about priests being pedophiles. I don't know if I can support his channel anymore.
Video about Venture when they were released into the game. And notice, even as I'm talking about Venture now, I still use their preferred pronouns, even though I don't personally align with it, which I said then and I stand by it now. My personal beliefs should never impact the way that I respect and treat other people, period. I want you to know, when I posted that video about Venture, I pissed off Christians that I know personally because I wouldn't outright say that I hate, and I mean this is genuine, because I wouldn't say that I hate the
Wait, what do you mean outright say that you hate the LGBT community?
LGBT.
I wouldn't just come out and say that I fucking hate these people.
I promise you, this is a real thing that happened.
Dude, we just ended Pride Month and we're like, finally, dude, we're back at it. Let's go.
So neutral on this that I pissed off both sides of the argument. I'm sorry, if that doesn't tell you enough about this, I don't know what will.
Dude, stop explaining it. You should just not address this stuff.
Just to reiterate, you can live your life the exact way you want to live it. I will not be against you in that. I will not vote against you in that. You will not find me in the opposition, despite my personal beliefs, because my personal beliefs are what I align my life to, not yours. Also, I will say there was a relatively funny, I have to admit I had a good laugh, funny clip of me jumping over the rainbow crosswalk.
He can't talk to the rainbow crosswalk in a fucking video game.
Funny clip of me.
I'm sorry, these people call people snowflakes. It's really funny.
Jumping over the rainbow crosswalk at Midtown. I thought that was quite funny. It was completely out of context. The top portion of my camera feed was, I don't even know where.
Oh, so he's like, he's not even doing it on purpose. That's funny.
That's kind of funny. Probably my Doomfist video where I'm jumping around a lot.
He'll turn gay if he touches it.
The other thing is, that gameplay is not my footage. And the line that was said is the only thing that was
Wait, are they saying that he literally put somebody else's footage on top of this guy's face cam? And they like faked him jumping over the fucking rainbow?
Actually real, and I want to give the context to that. I basically said something along the lines of, I don't do the whole preferred pronouns thing. Someone asked me right before that what my preferred pronouns were, and I said to them something strongly along the lines of, you can call me by what I present to you, because I believe
that's fine.
That's how it should be. I don't really go the preferred pronouns route for me. For me. And that's...
I mean, there's no issue with that.
It's insane to me that we've gotten to this point that people actually think that I just said that as a general statement on the internet. That's so wild. I also left a comment replying to someone who, unfortunately, it turns out was just rage baiting me and was not being authentic whatsoever.
Wait, what? He has pronouns in bio? Are you fucking kidding me? Where? Where does he have pronouns in bio? Are you lying to me? I feel like you legally can after that. Wait. I don't want to prove... Wait, I want to prove you can do anything you set your mind to by showing my journey to going pro in esports despite my age being the typical retirement age. My community comes from many different backgrounds and walks of life, but we align ourselves in one key principle. Life is difficult, don't do it alone. If this sounds like your cup of tea, make sure to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss a thing. I don't know if he has pronouns in bio, but yeah.
In their question of what I was doing for Pride Month, and I responded with, I don't
hiding
celebrate.
What do you mean I'm hiding it? Was it here? Hidden? Where am I hiding it? Oh, him. Oh my god, he's got pronouns. Oh my god, dude. There they are. There they are. It's him. He's got fucking... He doesn't do pronouns. He has pronouns in his bio.
Pride Month, which is correct. I don't force you on Easter.
That's probably a YouTube thing. I mean, I don't do like pronouns, and I don't have them in my bio. Where are my pronouns, chat? I don't have fucking pronouns in my bio. Okay.
To celebrate Christ's resurrection, nor do I force you.
No, you have to manually put those in.
Celebrate Christ's birth at Christmas. That's not your beliefs. Period. End of story. And I'm not going to force it on you. I'm just asking that you do the same for me. For some reason, that concept is so foreign to today's day and age because of how polarized we are as a complete society. This isn't just a United States thing. This is a worldwide issue.
The reality of the situation, you're not going to like this. This is literally every person who's not hyper online. Not every person, but like, this is like every conversation with like a fucking family member. At least where I live. and you know, you're a product of your environment. Like, this is every person.
Continually polarized and separated and forced apart.
Like, this is not like a crazy... This is the people who vote, just to be clear.
When I guarantee you that if we didn't have all of this media BS crammed down our throat all day long that we were inundated with, regardless if it's traditional news media like Fox or MSNBC or... My
point is, if he's addressing like anti-LGBTQ, why is he still talking? Because the people he's trying to respond to are not going to like anything he said this entire segment. The people in his audience are going to be upset that he's engaging with them as human beings if they're like from, like, if they're a Christian conservative or homophobic or something, they're not going to like this answer. The people that he's talking about or responding to or pandering to, they're not going to like this answer. Why are you still talking?
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
It's a fair compromise. No, to neither of the group is this a fair... Dude, I'm sorry. This guy's probably... Like, if people are getting physically angry that he won't say that he hates fucking trans people and gay people, those people are not going to be swayed by this. And I doubt there's a single person who's saying that he's anti-LGBTQ who watched this and went, oh no, you're actually super reasonable. Just ignore those people. Fuck them.
Regardless if it's traditional news media like Fox or MSNBC, or if you get your news from Twitter, or if you get X, you get what I'm saying, TikTok, whatever. Unfortunately, we are so inundated with media that we get continually forced further and further and further apart. So that if you disagree, the goal is that you will...
Like, this guy doesn't have, like, a really large online presence, so he probably hasn't learned yet that, like, you're just being trolled. Just ignore them.
Never stand united on what really matters.
The more he elaborates, the worse he makes himself sound. That's the thing. He just keeps talking himself into a worse position.
Please don't take that as your opinions don't matter. They do matter. That's okay. You should stand for them. That's appropriate. That's, especially if you live in the United States, soldiers and men and women all over the world have died for those rights. I'm not trying to take those from you. I wasn't even going to put this out there at all, this particular section, but because I've had enough people reach out to me personally to clarify my stance, I felt like it was appropriate to include it here. All right, let's talk about the fact that evidently, according to the internet, who is so wonderfully versed in history, that I am a Nazi, according to them. So, I mean, you're seeing the image on your screen right now. Fair enough that you see that at first glance, but there are two key important things.
Hold on.
Number one is the one thing that a simple
whoa,
Google search...
Whoa.
You're seeing...
All right, that one looked really bad. That one kind of looks like it. Wait, why does everybody have a clip like this? Maybe he's just saying goodbye, chat. Maybe he moved his hand down. Wait, whoa.
Who is so wonderfully versed in history that I am a Nazi.
Again, why would you even like engage with this?
See, according to them.
Wait, I have a question. Has he been bald before? How is he bald in this one and he has hair here? What is happening? Dude, he was a Nazi in the future?
According to the internet.
Dude, that's
who
insane.
Is so wonderfully versed in history that I am a Nazi, according to
Wait, he shaved his head to do this?
So, I mean, you're seeing the image on your screen right now. Fair enough that you...
You know hair grows, right? Fuck you. Go look at his thumbnails. He recently made he finally committed to the bald thing and changed his thumbnails from having hair to being bald. It is relevant to the discussion, okay? He has confirmed that he wants to be bald now.
See that at first glance, but there are two...
I've been bald before! I've been bald before!
Key important things. Number one is the one thing that a simple...
Earlier he said, no, I was not bald. Well, yeah, that was a thing! Dude, he literally said he was never bald before.
Google search of what a Nazi salute looks like would have answered for you. I used the wrong hand.
Oh, that's not a good answer. Dude, I'm not a Nazi. You're supposed to do it with your right hand. Oh shit, dude, you got him. Oh, fuck, dude. Wait, but dude, you gotta, like, all right, there are so many answers to why that's not a Nazi salute, and that's just not one of them. Oh, why did he do that? Why do you know?
Actual Nazi salute.
Dude, he's correcting us.
It would have been my right hand, and your left hand.
Why would he say that? He's the gay hand, yeah.
And you would have been shot and killed.
But the KKK salutes with the left. Wait, what? Whoa.
Nazi salute.
Why does he know so much about this?
It would have been my right hand, and your left hand. You would
someone in chat, this is the only wrong answer. I feel like that's the only unsatisfying answer.
Been shot and killed in the Nazi Germany. So, little history lesson for you there. But the more important thing is that was a screenshot from one of my videos that was taken completely out of context where...
Okay, then why didn't you lead with that and not the other thing? Oh, it's out of context. I didn't really do that. Why would you say, like, dude, historically, if you raise your left hand, they'll kill you on sight. I did the Google search. I know what a Nazi salute is.
I used that motion. You are welcome to go watch it. I have referenced it on my Twitter. You can go check that out. It is a direct link to the timestamp, and then you can go back and look.
Why don't you just show us the context here?
In context, I was discussing the fact that I was kind of using the motion to project the future. It had nothing to do with Nazi Germany.
Well, to be fair, Hitler thought he was also projecting the future when he made that motion.
And the fact that so many people bought into that showed the collective IQ of the internet. It was insane. And seriously, if you're offended by the fact that I just called you stupid, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to offend you, but at the same time, please use your brain. That on its own was really not as big of a thing for me that I was concerned about. But then there were a couple of other...
The harmful opinions video shows the clip. All right, let's go see the gay Joker. Harmful opinions. Where's the gay Joker's clip? BreadTube's worst defender?
I hope you're all stocked up on tinfoil, because I'm about to make a wild suggestion.
Hold
I'm
on.
starting to think that perpetual up-and-comer in the BreadTube scene, Alec Gunter, is a GOP plant.
Wait, Alec
He is
Gunter?
an inky black
Hold on. Oh my god, dude, I'm actually so fucking stupid. That's a different bald guy. Holy shit, I am actually so done, bro. That's just a different bald guy. What the fuck, bro? Why do they all look the same? What's happening right now, dude? That's a different one. Wait, that's our bald guy, God's chosen gaming grifter. Holy fuck, dude.
Orr, who goes by Gaming for Hope and his
David Orr, dude. Where's this video? Where's the salute? What is this?
out.
Life is difficult, and you shouldn't do it alone. Find Christ, find friendship, and
Oh,
find community.
God, he's one of these.
This is so when life hits the fan, you can pray to a God who sent his son to die for you.
Why didn't you pray to the god of Overwatch so you'd make a fucking professional team?
On a friend's shoulder.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Accusation he addressed a few months ago.
Everybody, I need to just squash apparently a rumor that's floating around. Don't know where it's come from. I don't know.
Apparently there's a rumor floating around that I was doxxed because I intended to... What? Please say... What? So I can add them to the police report? Whoa!
Why it's out there, I have my own suspicions, but that doesn't matter. The important thing is, no, at no point was I ever going to meet with a 13-year-old boy.
Why is this not convincing me? Like, I don't think I haven't seen any evidence to, like, substantiate this claim, but everything he says makes it sound worse. He has, like, the ability to make everything he says unbelievable.
Important thing is, no, at no point was I ever going to meet with a 13-year-old boy.
What a strange thing to say. I'm just
I agree!
saying, if you're going to address people saying stuff like that, your approach could be better. And I haven't seen anything to substantiate that rumor. Now, having gotten all of that out of the way, I actually have my own accusation to make towards this man. And it is one I do not think he'll be able to dodge to any...
So much for, if Alex Rosen was in the same room as this guy, would Nick be able to tell the difference of who's the hunter and who's... Oh my god. Fuck off. Too many details. It's weird. Yeah. What is this one?
Look like a burning cross? I'm seeing a bit of a different Sophie of the original right.
Wonderfully versed in history that I am a Nazi, according to them. So, I mean, you're seeing the image on your screen right now.
He points out that ain't the right hand, and more importantly, it comes from this.
Continuing down the Let's Play path, I decided to just add Ark Survival to the mix.
Not the
So yeah, he didn't do that.
gesture I'd use, but you haven't got him on that. The next accusation is that he's...
Okay, so there we go. Thank you so much, Harmful Opinions, for doing this guy's job. We might go back to that video to see if he has any more context for us later.
Coincidences.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? I don't think you're a Nazi. And I think that your example proves that that doesn't mean you're a Nazi. But that whole thing about the wrong hand does not... That didn't help the situation. That made it a little bit worse.
That I'm getting into now that kind of tied in with it and unfortunately started to provide each other validity to a lot of people. This one, I kind of understood why people saw it after...
What do you mean that you understood why people thought you were a Klan member?
It was explained to me. My old Patreon tiers used to be starting with the letter K, and there were 3 of them, so people kind of associated KKK. Now, if it was just normal words...
What? Why would you do that?
That started with the letter K, I could understand why people would be reading into way too much. But the word contributor, which was one of the tiers, for instance, starts with the letter C, but I spelled it with a K. The word nobility starts with the letter N, but I added the silent K at the beginning. The word crusader Crusader and Contributor. I think
So none of these words actually started with K, and you intentionally added K to the beginning of every single one of these words?
I already said Contributor. Both of those words
Why would you do that?
start with the letter C, and I used the K. Now, the reason for that is my community is referred to as the kinship.
Okay, so it's not the kin clan. Okay.
As in a brother and sisterhood. The reason...
You know, actually, I know another group that is known as a brotherhood, but they meet in the woods.
And I used the word kinship, by the way, is because it is a gender
Dude, someone wrote N nobility, dude.
neutral term. So I used that, went forward with it, and decided I wanted to try and brand around the idea of using the letter K to keep things consistent. It never even occurred to me that people would read into that to that depth.
I think this guy's stupid. I think he's a fucking moron. You gotta wonder, like, in questions like this, you ask, is this guy malicious? Is this guy really a fucking clan member? Or is he actually the dumbest person on the planet? And honestly, I think he's got a lot of, like, the dumb one is winning right now.
But unfortunately, the thing that compounded it that I wasn't told until significantly later is that
Dude, it's like commentary community crew, but it's spelled with all K's. Like, people would think I'm a fucking Klansman.
Logo over the top of a shield.
Is this really lolly?
What the fuck? Why? What the fuck?
I wasn't told until significantly later is that my logo
What's the
over
name of the guy from Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Pronouns. We need more people that are anti-noun.
Why is he jerking off the cross, too? That's another thing. Why is he fucking jorking it, dude? He's jerking off. Jesus.
Top of a shield was very similar to some KKK iconography back in
Dude, this is insane.
the day. A simple history Google search would have taught me that.
I thought your whole thing was Google search the Sig Heil, dude.
But it's not something that I ever really would have thought about.
I never even considered the KKK that I started as a cross holding it. It looks like, oh my...
in fairness, I'm not part of the KKK.
Dude, it's red! Why is everything red?
What's the name of the guy from Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
But I am a nutsbee. That is why I follow you.
Thank you. Someone in chat, they're like, one time it's an accident. Sure, I get it. This is a little ridiculous. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. This is weird.
Those things combined.
Also, the video is prompting me to jump ahead to skip the rest of the clan segment. That's another thing that's happening right now.
The Nazi salute, and people just immediately assumed that I was a white supremacist, that I'm a racist, and I can understand why you would be...
Dude, never fucking...
What's the name of the guy?
Never say that.
Nick Oreo.
Never,
Mr. Oreo.
never say, I understand why everyone thinks I'm a white supremacist racist. That is not a sentence you ever should say. Why would you even word it? Write a script, you fucking idiot.
As a white supremacist, and I'm a...
I didn't even know what this was when I added it to the docket. This was supposed to be a short little segment before the quartering. What the fuck is happening right now?
Racist, and...
Dude, he knows. KKK knows, dude.
I can understand why you would be concerned by the combination of those three things, but to jump to those radical conclusions is where I'm kind of like, you guys need to stop spending so much time on the internet and actually go touch some grass. I'm going to be honest with you. So, to be clear and to recap so far, I want to be very clear. I am not a Nazi. I'm not a member of the KKK. It's so wild that I even have to say this out loud. I do not hate you if you are part of the LGBTQIA plus community. I do not neglect my children. Keeping up with me so far? Let's talk about the job situation. First of all,
it's crazy that this guy was able to build a reputation considering how small and losery he is.
Let's just make it a very TLDR at the beginning. I'm employed. That probably solves it for a lot of you. But
Dude, good for you. Dude, unironically, this guy's got a job and half the BreadTubers we covered haven't. What is he doing right? What is Clans member Gaming for Hope, joke by the way, doing for the internet that Innuendo Studios can't seem to figure out?
The rest of you that are curious about what happened, I'm going to share the story because I do think it bears...
Wait, why is there a story? No, just say you have a job. Wait, why is this the longest segment in the whole video? What's happening?
There's relevance, and I believe because I've been so transparent...
What is happening right now? Why is this...
I know the timing was unfortunate, but in this picture I'm actually dressed as a ghost on Halloween. I was only reaching for something on the top shelf.
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
I absolutely believe that a fundy Christian is this stupid and clueless.
I know this looks unfortunate, but he's so stressed as a ghost. Wait, where is it, dude? No. No. Hold on, wait. Cartman, dude, Cartman. Ghosts. Dude, this is literally him, bro. Holy shit.
Well, how about we make you a new costume? Let's see now. Aha. Thought of something.
Dude, it's this guy. He's like, we gotta change the name of our community. The Ku Klux Klan is not really good for building a community.
How about we make you a nice, scary ghost costume?
I don't want to be a stupid, scary ghost.
Oh, young man.
Guys, it's extremely unfortunate what happened, but, that's so good.
Boo, I'm a ghost.
Holy shit.
About the situation financially and have asked for help in the recent past, I need to be transparent. Back in November of last year, I did leave the teller job that I referenced in my OWCS roadmap video. I left that job not because we were finally at the goals that I was trying to achieve at the time, which was to have a 6-month emergency fund and our debts
Oh, no, dude. Another... Oh, God. No, not more debt YouTubers.
completely paid off, but because
this is going to be me next month after they ban reaction content.
I had been denied a promotion that I was promised from the beginning for the 4th time in a row, despite having every metric checked, and then...
You know, every person who gets overlooked for the promotion tells you exactly why they were entitled to the promote. You ever notice that? Dude, 100% of people who get fired from jobs were fired unjustly if you ask them.
My manager continued to move the goalpost and say, well, you need to do this now. Well, you need to do this now. Well, you need to do this now.
Then move on and get another job.
I needed the raise that came with that to continue to support my family at a high level.
At a high level? Why does he talk about his job in Overwatch terms?
Realized I could go make better money than even the promotion running rideshare. So that's exactly what I did. So I was gainfully employed.
Oh my god, it's Mundane Matt. It's Mundane Matt. He's doing Uber. Dude, imagine if this guy's doing scrims and you kick his ass and then he has to drive you to your fucking girlfriend's house, dude.
From the moment I left the teller job, just to be super clear. And then life happened. December 30th, I believe, I got into the car accident with the vehicle that I was using primarily to do the rideshare stuff. It totaled the vehicle. And because I had only been doing it for about a month, I couldn't go get a new auto loan. So I'm like, well, crud, now I'm in a pickle. We have one car. We are about to have, as a matter of fact, we had already had.
Dude, he's out picking up boulders. This guy hasn't fucking filed any DMCAs yet, guys.
My 3rd child, and we had 2 sedans. We were 2 cars everywhere we went. And now we're down to 1 car that can't fit all of our family. So now I'm in a pickle.
Oh, dude, you're just like Bo Blacks. Dude, he knows exactly what it's like.
The goat.
Start driving that car around for rideshare, and then it...
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, wait, I thought down to 1 car meant he had to sell it. What are you talking about?
Throws a check engine light that was critical. You cannot drive it. It was a flashing check engine light. So I pulled it over, and we took it to the shop, and I couldn't drive it anymore. So now what do I do? In essence,
you fix the car. You fix it. If you can't fix it, I don't know.
Still had some funds in emergency, and I'm like, you know what? The content seems to be picking up.
Bro, you can't do rideshare with 1 car and 3 kids. There's no way. How the fuck is your wife? Your wife is a stay-at-home mom. You have 1 car, and you're doing rideshare as your job.
A little bit. What if I just hit the gas pedal a little bit? So I talked to my wonderful bride and was like, look, if you want me to go get another job right now, I'll go do it. Not hesitating 1 time. However, if you're cool with me taking a little bit of a risk for the next couple months,
I recommend watching.
Bro, I'm sorry, dude. I understand that you want to be a gaming elite champion pro or something, but you can't really take a risk right now. You don't have the cards. You don't have the deck right now to take. I could take a risk. You can't take a risk.
And she was completely okay with it. And by the way, that's how marriage works. Communication. If she had said, I'm not cool with it, at the end of the day, again, for me as a Christian, I'm going to die to myself and what I want to do in order to serve and love my wife. That is what I'm called to do as a Christian dude. Period. End of story. Well, because our emergency fund had dried up after that little stint of doing my best to gear everything up.
Bro, you just know he was trying to be a professional streamer too.
And I didn't have any real revenue coming in that was allowing me to support my family even at the low level of our bills at the time. It was time for me to get a job, so I did. Didn't hesitate. As soon as the moment hit that I realized, I was like...
As soon as my wife begged me to get a job, I immediately went and got one. I didn't have any foresight to just know that this wasn't working out beforehand.
Well, we're cooked if I don't get a job. I went and got a job. My family comes first, and anybody who is
My family comes first if my wife has the audacity to ask me to put them first.
My stream for more than maybe 30 or 45 minutes knows that.
What's the name
I
of
still want to be a
guy
full-time content creator
Keemstar
in the grand scheme
Nick
of things.
Oreo.
The
Mr.
competitive
Oreo.
stuff.
It's not going to happen. 1% of you guys can do. Dude, I'm sorry. 1% of people can basically become a fucking content creator that makes any decent money off of YouTube, but you're not going to make the jump like with 3 fucking kids, apparently more on the way, to support your entire fucking family, dude. You're not even that good at video games, apparently.
Is a short-term goal of mine. And if I fail, I fail. A lot of people think that I'm so delusional that I think that I have no chance of failure. I have a very high chance of failure, but I'm willing to fail. I don't care. Failure is part of how you learn and grow in your life. If you consistently stay inside your comfort zone, you will never grow.
But your comfort zone is your chair in your office. I'm sorry. This is your comfort zone, dude. This is where you feel comfortable. That's what's happening right now.
To push myself outside of it and fail in the worst case scenario. All right, let's talk about the accusations of me grooming my wife.
Oh my god, that's a holy shit. Who the fuck starts a conversation like that?
Nicholas DeOrio.
Dude, wow. So all I learned just now is he's
The car
actually
broke. So you, re-on of right now.
So wait, on OnlyFans? Is that what happened? No, I don't know if that's true. So what happened was he decided that he's going to quit his job because he was mad at his boss who didn't give him a promotion to do rideshare and try to be a professional YouTuber. And then he waited for his wife to turn around and go, "Hey, honey, you just spent all of our emergency fund money, so I think it's time to go get a job." And then he got a job, and we're supposed to clap our hands for him like he's a fucking great guy.
Wild that people think that is actually a thing that happened. On May 7th, 2019, I posted
Dude, look at his hair, dude. It's actually the same. It's a little longer.
a video about pleasing your spouse. How to...
What the fuck? Why? Why did you make a video on how to please your spouse? Why did you do that?
Nicholas, the goat. Thank you for the $5, my man.
The fuck would you do that?
Is actually a thing that happened. On May 7th, 2019, I posted a video about pleasing your spouse, how to essentially take care of your spouse and love.
Surely he's not talking about like, well, listen, I use this position and that gets her going.
On them, it's not a sexual thing. Don't get weird. I referred to my wife.
Oh, okay. So sorry. Okay, fine. Then why'd you word it like that, asshole?
And a lot of you assumed that I was referring to my current wife, Rachel.
Oh god, he's a multiple divorcee. Oh no.
Many of you don't know this because I don't talk about it a lot. I've been married one other time. She cheated.
All right. We are not surprised.
So I left because I don't put up with that crap. That's the end of it. I was married before. That was who I was referring to in that video. But I don't have any reason to remove that video because it was still some valid advice.
Wait, you made a video on how to please your wife and then she fucked some other guy and you're not going to delete the video? Look, I'm not calling you a cuck or something because you left. You did whatever. But you made a video on how to please her and then she went and fucked some guy. Clearly your advice did not work, okay?
Amazing.
I'm not going after him from like a cuck angle or insulting him that way. I'm just saying, dude, you're making a tips and tricks video and your method did not work. You know?
Forward to now. And of course, it wasn't Rachel that I was talking about. I didn't even know Rachel then. While I don't expect you to think that I was married before or be able to figure that out, I would like to think that the collective IQ of the internet would be capable of figuring out that maybe there's a better explanation than I groomed my wife. Come on now. Seriously. All right, now for the moment that many of you have probably clicked to be honest with you, and it's not...
Wait, what do you mean? Hold on, what? Wait, that wasn't the part that I was watching for? Wait, how bad does this get? How old is Rachel? I don't know.
I just saw Keffel's
Does
tweet.
harmful... Can we go back to harmful
Nicholas
opinions?
DeOrio.
What does harmful
Keffel's
opinions say
appreciated the
about this?
shout-out.
Well, look, Nick, I've made a total of $1.88 through Amazon
Thank
affiliates.
you.
I think it's time to go full-time video essay route. Anyway,
Yeah, I made
now I'll reach my
$1.88. I'll wait
$2
for my
goal.
wife to tell me we've run out of money, and then I guess I'll get a job.
He has a video talking about his wife from a few years ago, when his current wife would have been underaged, but he was talking about a previous wife. And finally, he addresses and cops to accusations of some bad sportsmanship in Overwatch. And that's all for that video. There is, however, one bonus accusation he addressed a few months ago.
Everybody, I need to just squash apparently a rumor.
Okay, so there is no... So she's not underage, just to be clear.
Nicholas!
He skips
the
over
goat.
it.
Thank you for the $5.
Really a
my
reaction to Apply's video. It's my response. For those that don't know, I highly encourage you to go watch it. It was a great video, and don't take what he says personally at the beginning. It was for content and humor. I'm sure there was some truth and validity to what he actually felt, but it was very well put together. I thought it was a little crude, sure, a little brash.
What did this guy say about him? Apply's video on Gaming for Hope. By the way, Gaming for Hope is a fucking hilarious name. I'm seeing the picture get drawn together. Gaming for Hope. So he's trying to build a community of the clan members for Christian and Catholic. How come he doesn't refer to Catholics or Christians with a K? Gaming for Hope. Gaming for Hope Apply. Let's see. There's a video by Apply from 2 weeks ago called Pro Overwatch Player Spectates Gaming for Hope. Is that what it is? Is this the one? Pro Overwatch Player Spectates Gaming for Hope. Is this guy like A-log? What's happening here? Most improved Overwatch player. The worst type of Overwatch 2 players. Is this him?
Look at you. Jukes gets one.
When did Overwatch 2 come out?
Draft everything. They are giving you...
No, he's just talking. Is it... Did he get Rising Star of Overwatch? Probably.
And I really hope Gaming for Hope or Hope for Game, what the fuck his name is, watches this and tries to respond, because it is ridiculous, bro. I don't know how you think this isn't your fault. It is unacceptable. If you want to go pro, you need to be more realistic with yourself, bro. You're not going pro with this attitude. You can't win in bronze. How are you gonna win in OWCS? Now, tell me a little bit
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. This guy's intro is us dying.
about this guy. I need
That is an insane cut.
bronze. How are you gonna win in OWCS? Now, tell me a little bit about this guy.
So is he like Overwatch Kavos?
In bronze. How are you gonna win in OWCS? Now, tell me a little bit about
Dude, I can't get over that transition. That's insane. I'm awake now.
He is plot trying to go pro, but had to move his wife and his kids with his parent.
What?
In the
Bit of this. Let's watch a little bit. Let me see. Hold on.
I want to compete at the highest levels of Overwatch in the Overwatch Champions series. But there's a problem. I'm 28
I suck.
years old.
He's... No. No, dude. No, he's my age. Oh, no. Why does he have 3 kids and a wife? What is he doing?
Old, married, and
He had 2 marriages by the time he reached my age.
raising a family. This
What the fuck do you know about raising a family?
makes the path to get there much longer and consequently more challenging. I have created a detailed roadmap to accomplish my goal despite the additional challenges. I even have
Wait.
It's Nick too? No, I don't have them. I don't have the kids. And I make a whole lot more.
So in the roadmap, he's gonna get money. Well, he's gonna get signed. Oh, and no, he hits Masters, gets signed, makes money, wins the championship, and then hits GM. So we're gonna win a championship, and then we're gonna hit GM. All right.
I assume GM is like the rank that most of these professional players are.
jump in, but I don't think I should just jump in. I mean, if all I ever wanted to do was check the box.
Oh my, dude, it's John Scarce. Remember when John Scarce fucking walked out from behind the tree? It's John fucking Scarce. That as I live and breathe. Why did he do that? Why is he walking out from behind a fucking barn?
Jump in, but I don't think I should just jump in. I mean, if all I ever wanted to do was check the box to say that I competed, I would do that.
Your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
At the start of my journey in May of 2023, my dream was to compete.
First of all, he's already failing. If you're wearing...
Dude, it's so fucking true, bro.
And
there
Holy
really wasn't
shit.
a clear path on how to get in. And then, seemingly out of nowhere, the league itself came to a complete and abrupt end. And if
He's
we're
also
being
not
honest,
Korean.
the moment that made boys cry was Obi-Wan and Anakin's epic duel in Star Wars.
Spoilers!
But the moment that made grown men shed tears was when Zoe delivered that heartfelt speech marking the end of the Overwatch League. But from the
Is he gonna revive the Overwatch League? The coach? So what I heard happened here is that the coach actually passed away during the middle of his run, but he used the okay, I can't even make the joke. I'm not even gonna finish, but never mind. He used it to get to fucking platinum, dude.
when improved, will lead to significant progress. During my ranked matches, I concentrate solely on that particular aspect.
And then Rosanna smoked the coach. Shut
I
up.
try not to dwell on whether I won or lost, or even who was to blame for the result. Instead, I focus on whether or not I actually made improvements in that area I chose to isolate as an individual player. Improving as an individual player is just one step to my overall goal of being
How good? This guy better be fucking good, right? Surely this guy is good.
creator. I was fortunate enough to be in that situation because of some very supportive family members and
Oh no, bro. Why? Wait, what the
driving for Uber and Lyft part-time. However, it felt like everything changed.
Okay, so he's admitting he's a part-time, like he did part-time work.
Overnight when our emergency fund ran out, leaving us in a really tough.
So he admitted all of this stuff himself. He's addressing all the stuff that he put in his video, trying to be like, look at me, look how hard I've worked and how far I've come. But in reality, everyone was like, you're a fucking crazy loser, fucking pathetic freak. And you're doing all this stupid shit and you're putting your family in jeopardy.
Financial situation, and
he's the lowest rank in the bronze is the lowest. There's nothing, there's no iron or something.
That's when I realized I had to put my family first and step back.
Someone wrote, this looks like an
being
audition. This looks like an audition tape that went to Caleb Hammer. Oh no! Why are you filming your fucking children too, bro? Why are you filming your fucking kids? This is weird.
Time creator. The struggle became very real in that.
Damn. Clean up. Okay, 6 a.m. 5:30 a.m. Clean up and caffeinate.
What is this? Wait, this is his actual fucking his day? Quiet time with Jesus at 6:30 in the morning. He's got quiet time with Jesus, and then he gets to do playing. Then he plays Overwatch competitive for an hour. Dude, at 6:30, he's like, I got 30 minutes with Jesus, and then I jump into Overwatch competitive, and then I edit YouTube videos from. Wait, his work is editing YouTube videos from 8:30 to 5 p.m. Members only, dude. Oh, wait, where is his part-time job? Hope Family, Labor and Delivery Tour. What does that mean? Who is Arthur? What's going on? Write and record vertical video. Create YouTube. He takes an hour to create YouTube video thumbnails.
6 a.m. quiet time with Jesus.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like you.
No, bro, that needs to be warming up hours, man. Jesus would.
He did a gender reveal stream for his kid. Oh god.
You to chase your dream.
In another world, this guy became Daddy 05. Just kidding.
I mean, quiet.
He does editing during his lunch break. Oh, okay, I misunderstood. So he works from 8:30 to 5 p.m. and then during his lunch break, he edits his videos. That makes more sense.
Time. Get on Kovacs.
What is that?
Okay. Plan the date. Rachel's girl time. He got a schedule to hang out with his wife. That's what's up. Work 8:30 a.m. to 5. Edit videos in between that at lunch. Dinner is at 5:30. Wait, when are we gaming?
He schedules his wife's dates. You only have to 1 p.m., honey. I need a break in my schedule before chapter live stream VOD, and I record vertical video.
But he's playing Overwatch comp for 1 hour? You can't go pro. You play one fucking game. You got guys night for 2 hours. Guys night should be getting in the fucking ranked queues, man. You can't go pro.
As of then, I could only dedicate about 10 hours a week to playing Overwatch. So my wife and I...
10 hours a week, chat? I was playing 15, 16 hours a
Wait, so
day.
he's going to admit now that he quit his job to go Oh, no. Oh, God. Wait. Okay, this makes so much more sense than the video that we saw.
Created a financial plan to give ourselves a year-long runway of sorts. First, we'll focus on paying off our debts, which fortunately consist of just a couple of car loans and some credit card bills.
Okay.
Once that's sorted, we'll build an emergency fund that can cover a full year of our expenses.
Okay.
After we accomplish these goals, I plan to quit my teller job and use that extra time to focus on creating content and improving my skills as an Overwatch competitor.
Okay.
Ultimately, all the extra time that I gained by leaving my teller job wouldn't make much sense if I don't use it wisely. That's where the next important step comes into play: competing in smaller tournaments. With
going to your kid's dance recital, taking your kids to school to help your wife.
Face it, now being natively part of Overwatch 2, organizing structured tournaments has become easier than ever before. A fantastic way of putting those skills to the test is by jumping into tournaments. This not only gives us the chance to compete, but also allows us to potentially earn some cash prizes.
Hello, I like money.
This is like insane. So he's going to become a prize fighter in Overwatch, and he's not even good at the game. That's his thing is, I'm going to quit my job as a teller, and then I'm going to start making shitloads of money winning Overwatch tournaments to support my fucking family. This is so stupid, dude. This is actually fucking pathetic. You ever just sit in your balls, just hang out? No, actually, Pedals, I don't. I don't know.
By combining this tournament experience with the additional...
Again, now why is he putting his fucking kids on the screen? It's so weird.
Gain some social media attention and attract potential sponsors. I mean, in a perfect world, this opportunity would open the teammates' doors to leaving their 9-to-5s if they so chose.
Yeah, dude, like, this reminds me of some of the... All right, guys, I have 1 week... I have 6 hours a week dedicated to training in the gym. I'm going to be joining the UFC at 40 years old. That's the plan. I'm gonna try to beat all odds and join the UFC at 45 years old with 6 hours in the gym per week.
You see, it's very important to me that as I grow and succeed, that I am not the only one reaping the benefits. Even after accomplishing all of these steps, I truly believe...
Dude, imagine if this guy found out what Adderall... I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that.
One more important thing I can do.
What's
At
that?
this point, I can only imagine that I'll be working hard to reach Grandmaster as a player. If I'm not already at that level, I will focus on closing the gap in order to get there. However, simply reaching the...
Wait, how are you closing the gap to get to Grandmaster if you're bronze?
Grandmaster...
So his goal is to go pro and then reach Grandmaster. I think we should rework the...
Yeah. So that's his backstory. VOD review. Dude, this is a crazy video because every part of the video is the most played part. The most replayed section is like the entire video.
Your ability... let's see, your...
Whoever's in chat is a W coach, by the way. Somebody in his chat just typed, you should engage with punch and slam
Oh my god,
out.
someone in my chat, oh my god, he's the same level as my kid. Oh, that's so bad, dude.
Alright, so he farmed.
Dude, he wants to be the Grand Wizard of Overwatch.
Charge punch.
We just need to back out here, buddy. Yeah, you're just...
He's not going pro.
Dead.
What is he doing? I don't know anything about Overwatch gameplay, so I probably don't have much to contribute here.
Right.
I'll just get the vibe or whatever.
So right now, he is basically doing nothing. What I would like from him here is to try to set something up here, though. You know, he's letting it happen. It's like someone's trying to fuck him, and he's laying down and is like, yeah, fuck me.
That sounds like what is, never mind. He's unironically chosen one of the... He picked a hhard character to play good as.
Around, and he was like, yeah, buddy, we gotta back up here. But
he probably did that because if he gets good at that character, it'll give him like a assisted credentials. His credentials are higher because he mastered a really good player.
Why not try to make
a really difficult player? Yeah.
Play here, go for a trade. Like, look, what is this sequence here where he's looking at his team? He is checking to see what his team is doing. But why? Why? Do what you want to do. Also, why are we even holding here?
Yeah, that makes sense. You probably don't... Like, if you're spending time looking at your team and worrying about what other players on your team are doing, then that means you're not doing your job. And if you're in ranked, that's the difference. I don't play Overwatch. I don't pretend to know a lot about Overwatch. But I know you need to be focused on what you're doing specifically, because that means if you're... Every second that you spend worrying about everybody else... of what they're doing, other than like just positioning and stuff. That would be time spent away from paying attention to your actual objective and supporting your team.
Who the fuck holds here?
He's playing tank, but hiding behind DPS. I assume tank is somebody who's supposed to be up front and center.
Okay, so we still have punch. We get a good charge on our punch. We have punch. We only lost our bastion. Still winnable. Okay, we punched the junk queen. Okay, we're getting out. Okay, reset. All right, let's reset.
Okay, we just need to back out here, buddy.
All right.
Yeah, you're just dead.
Shouldn't he be the guy in the front? That's what I'm understanding. He should be the guy in the front, right?
But yeah, he's dead because you're not drawing aggro, bro. His Sojourn is the fucking tank.
Okay, so that was what you guys were saying. Got it.
Okay, good punch. Okay. You want to make sure that your block is used to keep you in the fight, like we talked about in the previous Doomfist VODs. You don't want to block early because people are just going to...
Okay, that makes sense. So this is just like... They're just reviewing gameplay. There's nothing like... No crazy freakouts or anything here. He is the worst tank.
Ask him to get...
Is this a video on him?
Get off Doom, which I agree with. I don't think Doom is a good pick into this. I mean, buddy. You're 0-0-1 with 429 damage done.
Ah, there it is. Get off Doom.
Okay, so they ask him to get off Doom, which I agree with. I don't think Doom is a good pick into this.
Where's the video? Apparently this guy got kicked off of his own Overwatch team. Is that something that actually happened? I heard that he gets kicked off of his own Overwatch team. All right, well, now that we kind of understand a little bit of this video, the apply video, this is the part where he responds to it.
Sure, but it was humor. And then he did a VOD review of my Doomfist game.
I think he was just making fun of you and saying that you suck.
Play, which, you know what?
And that you're like a fucking loser.
But I'm glad he did that, even though I'm not a Doomfist player. I'll get to that in a minute. But
so he's not a Doomfist player, but he was reacting to a VOD of him playing Doomfist.
Obviously, for those of you that watch my content, you know I'm not a Doomfist player. Those were the only games that I have on Doomfist are posted, and he reviewed the last one in there. I do want to give him some credit for that, by the way. He skipped to the last game of the 10, presuming that I would have learned the most by that point, which is an accurate assumption. It was a terrible game for many reasons, but the big one we're going to get to now. I really needed to swallow a very difficult pill when he pointed...
That you're not going to be a professional Overwatch player and you're going to go full-time at work and quit your YouTube channel? Because holy shit, dude. That is so fucking good to hear, bro. I'm rooting for you.
...out that my blaming my teammates was probably my biggest... it was my biggest problem.
Oh, shit. Okay, I thought he was going to be good. He didn't take the pill.
I'm not going to skirt around it. It was my biggest problem. Not only was it my biggest problem, it is still currently my biggest problem. And it's interesting because I always tell you guys, mindset is everything. But for some reason, I allowed myself to have this blind spot for way too long. People have been, in crude ways, pointing it out in my comments for a while. You need to quit blaming your teammates and just focus on you. And it took me until today, actually,
This guy is like Wings of Redemption in the making. We're seeing like the birth of something extremely cool here.
Listening to an audiobook, you'll have to excuse the phrase, editor, please censor this.
The worst part is the hypocrisy. No, it's your fucking gameplay.
But the title is literally The Subtle Art of Not...
Dude, Wings of Jesus, dude. Red Dog West? Yeah, you're a fucking maniac for that.
Giving a that
Wings of Resurrection. On the 7th day, Wings of Resurrection left the catacombs.
Book talks about the importance of taking radical responsibility for everything that happens to you in your life. And this is something that a lot of you have tried, and even Awkward has mentioned in content that I've seen from him. He's very big on that. That's one of the biggest things that he talks about. Taking accountability for your gameplay or for your life in general. It doesn't matter what circumstances hit you. Of course, you can't be at fault for all of your circumstances, but you can take responsibility for how you receive them and how you respond to them. So, are some games...
So he's like, hey guys, you know this guy called me a fucking loser, said I'm pathetic, said I have no, my life is has no meaning, my gameplay is horrible, but he did point out one good thing, that I'm a shitty trash talker, and I need to work on it.
Games losses that were not my fault? Sure. But that doesn't matter, is the point. I can only take responsibility for what I can control.
This is like if Bo Blacks is like, I watched all of Nick DeOrio's videos, and I have come to the conclusion, all right, that my camera quality is not up to standard.
Troll. And at the end of the day, valid point that many people have made is that if I can't solo carry a platinum game, or in the case of the Doomfist video, I think it was bronze and silver games, I'm nowhere near OWCS, which, by the way, I know. I'm not ignorant to that. But it was a good point. I justified the soft blaming of my teammates for way too long. And what I mean by that is that I didn't outright cuss them out or flame them or get angry and
The reality of the situation, and I think you need to hear this, this is probably it. You're not a bronze player in Overwatch. You're a bronze player in real life. And it's time you start realizing that. Okay? Because some people make it to silver, some people go to gold, some people go to platinum, whatever the fuck this game goes to. You're a bronze player. And that's where you'll stay.
On my desk, like the majority of very popular content creators do across the space. This isn't just an Overwatch issue. People love rage bait these days. Because I didn't do it in a mean way, I justified it. That is on me. The way that I got into high diamond and eventually low masters on support, despite rank inflation, was that I had that self-accountability concept down to a science.
He said he made it to platinum? Is that true? He's been in platinum? Did the season, like, reset?
There was not one mistake that I made that I didn't own and specifically call out when I made it. We're getting back to that. This was something I first...
How does a guy who played platinum get obliterated in bronze?
Heard from Awkward.
He was carried.
When I was watching his one-trick Baptiste unranked to GM when I was learning Baptiste myself. I am fully owning and apologizing for my piss-poor attitude when it comes to my teammates and not accepting responsibility.
I feel like Overwatch is a game that you literally could not get into in current day. I feel like you have to have like years of Overwatch behind you to engage with. Maybe I guess public matches are different, but
for my own mistakes and only...
This reminds me of when I was in high school and I really wanted to play competitive COD because I watched too many optic nade shot videos. And I'm like, all right, guys, we're going to start our own team, dude. This is going to be great, all right? We're going to set this whole thing up. It's going to be insane. We're going to play league play, and we couldn't even get out of gold. We couldn't even get out of gold in league play. We thought we were going to go to COD champs. But I did this when I was 17, you know? Not when I had 3 kids and 28 years old with a wife. And fucking driving Uber to support my habit.
That, because anything else is a waste of time. And I don't have a lot of it, and I gotta get a grip. Let's talk about the goal.
It's like, yeah, Nick had an alternate life path. Instead of being interesting, he became an Overwatch player.
Calibration here. Obviously.
Also, yeah, Overwatch is like, isn't that kind of not like a dead game, but like Overwatch is not like the fucking game, right? Like this isn't really the one you'd want to go for if you want to be a big money YouTube celebrity, right?
Apply kind of had a goofy interpretation of the iconography that I used for the timeline. I had a really good laugh at that because the way he explained it, if that's how I really thought, yeah, it's very backwards.
So in the roadmap, he's gonna get money. Well, he's gonna get signed. Oh, and no, he hits Masters, gets signed, makes money, wins a championship, and then hits GM. So we're gonna win a championship, and then we're gonna hit GM. All right, that's a good fucking plan.
I'm gonna read them off because I'll forget, but it was hit Masters, join a scrim team, build financial stability with my job, participate in tournaments with my team, hit top 25.
No, I don't believe that's a job thing. I mean, I think you meant like as a content creator. I don't believe you. I think the intention is to quit your job. I think this has always been an excuse to try to quit your job. That's what I've got so far. Maybe I don't know enough about you, but that kind of seems like what this whole goal was the entire time.
Tanks NA and push for the OWCS. While these goals are not actually bad, nor do I think the order of them is awful, I do think there's some real criticism that I need to accept and adapt to a little bit and share the kind of clear
Dark
plan
Viper
that's in
EU
my head.
a virgin? No, I am not. Why would so many people
What?
be
Am I not the
Googling that?
lowest ranked person? Thank you.
Wait, what? Am I not the lowest rank person?
Additionally, I'm going to keep it specific to Overwatch
No, you're actually the #1 person.
and leave my personal life out of it because too many of you are not mature enough to hear it. The first step in this new concept is to
Never quit your IRL job unless you can make more money than your IRL job. Bro, if you're leaving a fucking job, okay, this is actual advice for any YouTuber watching. If you're leaving a job, okay, to be a YouTuber, first of all, you need to be making good money every single month for like 2 fucking years. And it needs to be like not just 1 month where you do really good and then a bunch of months where you're like subpar. Okay? You should quit your job where you lose out on benefits, dental, 401k, all these things that adults use to survive and function in society, if you're going to give all that stuff up, you should probably make your salary every single month. That's probably a good... if you're planning on going full-time in content creation, that's probably like maybe half your salary every single month, but it needs to be a substantial... It's not like, oh, you can make more money than you make at work. You need to be making a lot of money, you need to be doing it consistently, and you need to know you could be able to do it for an extended period of time. Because I'll tell you right now, when you quit that job, right? You quit that job, you could probably do a job like that or something else for an extended period of time. You probably got 10 good years as a YouTuber, maybe a little bit more. Go look and see the longevity of these people who are content creators on the site. It's like, yeah, you make a lot of money in the short term, but you're not going to be here for fucking 7 years. Not a lot of people are doing this shit for fucking 7 years. All right. So it's good that you can make a lot of money in real short bursts, but it's not like a solution for when you're fucking 40 if you're doing it at 20. All right, very few people become successful, very few people can hold on to it, and very few people can hold on to it long enough to do it for an extended period of their lives. It doesn't happen to the average Joe. And if you're already 28 years old trying to break into it now, not saying it's impossible for an older person to do it. I did it at 21, that was kind of old. And I didn't really hit my stride until fucking 26, right? But like, let's be clear here. That's the exception to the rule. Most of these guys start getting big when they're 14, 15 and balloon at like 18, 19. That's when most of these people are getting successful, even in your niche, right? So we gotta be clear and honest here. If you're making fucking $10,000 a month or something, that's not enough to quit your job. In my opinion, it's not.
Join a scrim team simultaneously while pushing towards masters. That's going to take me a while. I'm cool with that. I don't have a lot of time to game because my family is my priority and content's right behind it. Competing is my third priority in the context of what I'm talking about right now. Then after I hit masters, the goal is then, big surprise, to hit grandmasters and then eventually push for the...
Yeah, especially, dude, again, $10,000 if you're living by yourself, that's good. That's probably a good metric to be making per month. $10,000 when you're supposed to feed your wife and kids, and apparently you have 3 more on the way or something, people in the chat keep telling me. He's got 3 already, right? That's a lot of college funds, bro. That's a lot of college funds. How long are you planning on being a competitive Overwatch player? What's the end game on that? And then, here's the big part that I didn't mention before. Let's say you do this, you break in at 30, right? Let's say hypothetically you break in at 30. You have 4 good years. You did it. You fucking did it. Now, let's see how many of these professional gamers can translate their professional gaming accomplishments into long-standing YouTube careers. That's a whole nother battle. For every Doug Sensor Martin, there's a bunch of guys you've never fucking heard of, who you'll never hear of again, who came and went and even maybe won a couple of COD Champs events or something. That being good in competitive events doesn't even translate to having an audience, but let's pretend it did. Okay? Now, let's say you're 35 years old, the money is dried up, you're not as good as you once were, it's time to move on, you haven't built that audience up. Well, now you've got a 5-year gap in your resume as you go get another job. Uh-oh. You know, it's really easy to do some stupid shit online and become like Boogie2988 or Wings of Redemption where you can't even be a Walmart clerk correctly. Like, you're gambling with your entire fucking life by being an online influencer if you don't plan on seeing this thing through, and if you don't have a proper plan on how to do it. You could be put in a position where you're not making enough money to be unemployed, but you are relevant enough where you can't work a regular job, and then you're fucked. Then you have to go on Keemstar's show, or you die.
Top 25 tanks NA. I do understand that just being in, I believe it's Masters 1, puts you in the top 500 tanks in NA. But I don't want to settle for that. I want to push for the very best I can go for. And then I want to compete in the OWCS, regardless of where I place. If I don't place in the top 50 teams, I still completed the goal of doing something that people told me that I couldn't do, so that I can prove to you, the people watching.
Do Keem or die? Yeah, Keem will take you to the line of suicide, but it's the only thing preventing you from dying.
Watching on the other side of this, the audience, people who actually like my content, you can do anything you set your mind to. Screw people who don't agree with you. From the point at which I've competed in the OWCS, if things go as well as I hope they do, maybe
Come on, Nick, don't hate on your boy. Bro, Keemstar running LOLcow is one of the most entertaining shows I've ever seen. As somebody who hates Boogie, it's awesome, dude. I love it.
Continue competing. But either way, content is what I wanted to use to support my family because, again, something I'm aware of, esports doesn't really make much money, particularly unless you're playing like the top 3 titles. Overwatch is not one of those, unfortunately. So, I got to do something else to support the family, and I don't want to have a traditional job.
Oh,
I'm tired of working for other people.
Oh my God, he doesn't want. Oh no, dude, no. I can't do it. Why is he saying this now, dude? I thought this was gonna be like an early philosophy, and he's figured it out. Nope. Get a job.
Because it sucks. I mean, let's all be honest on that one. So
he said the quiet part out loud. Yeah, I mean, he admitted it. You can't just decide at 28 you don't want to work a traditional job anymore if you're in this guy's shoes. 100%.
I create content while I compete.
I'm tired of working for other people. To a person in the audience, that probably sounds fucking insane. I hear that about once a week in this space. So I don't know. That's not an incredibly uncommon line for me to hear. I gotta be honest with you.
And that means I gotta hire editors and all that fun stuff. I understand all.
Dude, you don't need to hire editors. Just to be clear. Well, all right. This guy's got other priorities, but I do my 40-hour weeks and I edit all my videos, and they're not crazy high edited videos. They're mostly just stream VODs. But I mean, they're doing a hell of a lot better than your channel is per month.
All these things. Too many people think that I'm just head in the clouds, never gonna come down. Man, if you just talk to me for like 30 minutes, you might find out I'm not so unreasonable of a guy. In conclusion of all of this, I want to share something with you because this is very important.
That's the thing, is nobody wants to work, but you have to. That's a fundamental part of life. Yeah, I'm sure everybody would love to be spending their time traveling, spending time with their kids, playing their favorite video game. But the great reality of the world is that, like, you need to do things to get that in return. Unless Hassan Piker wins and kills everybody who thinks that way. Unironically, that's fundamentally how you live here. Now, your other alternative is to bank as much money as you can at your job and move to like Somalia and live like a king. But if you want to continue to live here, like, where does this guy live? I don't want to know his docs or his location, but is he in a coastal city? Or is this guy out in the Midwest somewhere? Because, I mean, if this guy's living in like New York or Florida or like DC even, I guess, maybe LA, California, like there are what is his living situation? Where is his I'd be interested to know what his cost of living is in these places as well.
What is Bunty King to you? A person?
Is it Texas? He's probably right.
Do me a favor and be more aware
My
of what
own
you're
goal. Nick is a girl.
It's the
Have
Bible
fun
Belt.
chat.
Thank you.
doing on the internet. All of this video and all of the BS and drama we've all had to endure for the last little while could have been avoided if I had been a little bit better, number one, at communicating. That's the big one. Number two, if the community that posted and shared these content pieces had actually bothered to do just a little bit of research, they would have known that it wasn't true and it would have stopped it there. And at the third failsafe, those of you in the community that bought into what you saw.
I'm still like completely at a loss. We've been watching this video for over an hour, and I still can't believe he said like I'm no longer in. What did he say? Like the KKK thing was insane. Hold on.
Before I say anything about any of the allegations, just wife was with him in the comments. You are the allegations. My request to you is let's apply his reaction, which obviously was a lot of what. Apparently, I'm still considered to be a member of the KKK.
Apparently, I'm still a member of the KKK. Apparently, I'm still considered to be a member of the KKK is the most stupid fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. It is actually like an insane person argument. Why would he ever say that? Now he's going to calibrate his goals. We watched that part. So his final thoughts. I don't know. I'll leave you with his final thoughts. This is an insane video. Bro was accused of the 7 deadly sins. Dude, the chapters are killing me. I came from Twitter. The chapter titles are diabolical. How does one end up here? What are these timestamps? Bro, they're painting you out to be Thanos. How does one achieve that many allegations? I don't know anything about you or the controversies, but I picked a random one of your videos and saw you playing Orisa. Therefore, I will unequivocally stand with all of the haters. I came from a meme, but this is actually a very well-made video. You seem very genuine, and this is not a well-made video. Responding to Apply's video chapter being longer than the Klan and the Nazi chapters is insane. What does he say to this? His section required more conversation. The other two were simple to dispute. I mean, that's fair. I don't know. We're just picking on him at this point. What did you do to get so many allegations? Exist. Insane chapters, bro. Overwatch 2 players, the most egregious thing on the list. Interesting take. Bro did everything, apparently. Holy shit, what the fuck is going on? Yes, wait, is Willie here? Hey, asshole. Chat, did this guy's career end because he joined the KKK? Hey, asshole, thank you for thanking every other person who's reacted to your recent content, except for me in your video when you were labeling who's fair use. I really appreciate every other person who's ever responded to you getting a direct shout out, except for me. All right, mine is apparently the only non-fair use reaction to Willie's content. I don't even know if I watched that video, to be fair, but I think I did. Yeah, I'm calling you out, motherfucker. What is this? Oh, God. Ah! I think we'll do the quartering. I don't know what we're gonna finish off. We're either gonna do the quartering or we're gonna do Cyrus, but I want to see what else is going here. Willie's gonna sue you. He fucking better, dude. I don't know if we're gonna do the quartering or we're gonna do Cyrus after this, but I want to find out where is the video where his team, like, he quits his team. What is he doing right now? Oh, he ended stream.
Well, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody out there on...
Wait, he has hair again. Wait, how did he get more hair? Dude, it's working. It's working, bro. So does he just shave his head and then gain it all back and then shave his head again? He's got more hair, bro. Bald Gate. Dude, he should be playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Project a week. That's what I've hired them on to do.
Oh my God, he's hired editors. In the days that it's been since this, he's hired... Oh no. Oh God.
You said, do I have an overarching content strategy? Yes. If that's what you're talking about, I 100% do.
Dude, DK Editing has been hired to work for him. Imagine if he did Overwatch videos, hired DK, and he edited all the VODs like Chud's things, like with those names. Like those titles and thumbnail combos.
So, but they just do one project a week. That's what I've hired them on to do. So, my friend is top 10 and top 25. You can do it. It's just a big grind, lots of hard work. My buddy got coached from Wizard Young for months, spending thousands of dollars.
Can somebody tell me where this guy's fucking videos are? Like, where do I find the video of him getting, like, dropped? Every video looks the same. What was his previous thumbnail thing? It's just all him pointing for years. He just continued to point. For years, dude, he was pointing. He's still pointing, dude.
Nicholas, the goat. Thank you for the $5, my man.
Oh my God, no. It's called From Bedroom to Professional Player. No, he's been doing this, dude. This is, oh God. This is so bad, bro. This is so bad. What the fuck? Dude, he's streaming for 2 hours, too. Did he allocate an hour to thumbnail creation? I assume it's everything else. They say it's in shorts. He made a short of himself getting fucking owned. I earned myself sunburn at work today. Please come share your sympathy. I've been creating content for 7 years, and okay, well that's 1,000 subscribers per year. Okay. And I've never even been able to get an apple for this. Thank you for watching. Oh, Twitch. Oh no. Did he get Twitch partner? Chat, did he get it? Give me this.
YouTube and Twitch, regardless of where you are in the world or what time of day it is for you. I truly hope you're doing exceptionally well. Thank you.
Chat, he didn't get it. He didn't get partner. I only have partner because I was doing it as like a challenge. I was like, can I get partner in a month? And I got to the requirement in a month, but they didn't accept my partnership thing the first time. So I applied again and then I got it the next month. But obviously I had an established online presence by that point, so it doesn't really count. It was just kind of a game. But I mean, I already did YouTube, so that doesn't really count. Oh, he looks so happy here. Let me see. Thank you to Apply Twitch, who was direct enough in his video about me that I had to look in the mirror to either lock in or quit. TLDR, I got myself an accountability mindset back. Man, my attitude has been awful lately. I really got blindsided because I justified deflecting accountability because it was less toxic than most creators. Oh, yeah, it was less toxic than most creators. I swear to you, I'm locking in this next week. I'm sick of being a mediocre tank player, and the only way I fix it is by owning it and accepting accountability. Knowing the problem is one step to fixing it. Whether it is or isn't your team's fault doesn't matter as long as you played your best. Good attitude, I respect it. Accountability is paramount. So that was him initially addressing it prior to the other allegations. Like, oh my god. With this out of context screenshot circulating Twitter, I would like to share the context for those who care about it. Okay. Why is this happening? Oh my god, no. I don't want to see all your fucking kids, dude. I posted a video that summarized my experience using Pathfinder to grapple in Season 25.
I just saw Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
Normally there'd be a stream today and a vertical tomorrow, but honestly, I need a day. We've had a lot. That's how you have to grind. You're never gonna make it. All right. Okay. Christ should be at the root of everything I say and do. Lately, this has not been the case, both in public and private. I will do better. What is he? What are the replies to this? Keep it going. Your videos are amazing. The clip of him getting kicked out of the team is on Chud's second channel. I'm looking for the... I don't want to watch somebody watch it. I want to find the actual VOD. Keffels? What about Keffels? Never Stop Stopping. Live coach in action. Holy ultimate. You could actually see me get into... Map voting should be a majority rule. That's it. I'm going to Twitter. Increasing the tempo of the fight. The thing is, right, and I imagine most people who cover it have said something similar, getting into YouTube is extremely difficult. Being a gaming YouTuber is even more difficult. And the reason why it's more difficult than having even like personality stuff is you're competing directly with gameplay. That's not something that, I mean, you can control it, sure, but there are like genetic freaks who are always going to be better than you. Especially this guy. He's delusional. He thinks he's going to Overwatch championships or whatever. But like, I do. I mean, like, it is extremely difficult to get in because it's extremely oversaturated. Everyone and their mother wants to be a fucking gaming YouTuber, playing fucking video games professionally. And simultaneously, the skill ceiling is so much higher. Like, you as a guy who can only play 10 hours a week have to compete against people who literally, like, leave their house for 10 hours a week and play Overwatch all of the rest of it. You have absolutely 0% chance to compete with those players professionally. Your time is come and gone. It's never going to happen. And it's sad. It's extremely sad, yeah. You either need God or you need to be really funny, and I don't think he really has either of those things going for him. The stream doesn't have enough likes. Go get them, dude. Get them in here. I feel like you trust God too much. God's been steering him in the wrong path, yeah, 100%. He has the Jesus take the wheel mindset. I don't know. I have no idea what's happening right now. All right, let's check out this clip.
To be the best CD-ROM he could be. Motherfucker, you're autistic? Wear it on your sleeve. You bald? Take off the fucking hat. You muscular? Show those fucking abs. You get out there, put your best foot forward, and you're gonna find your person.
Dude, this is like the this is unironically right now what you're watching. It's like when the middle school coach gives you like the most important little league speech of your life. That's what's happening right now.
Put your best foot forward and you're gonna find your person. How the fuck do we live in a world that I'm engaged and you're gonna die alone? Let's fix this fucking shit.
It is actually an enigma that Boogie is engaged, because normally you would say, well, it's just the rich, like decrepit older guy, right? But Boogie doesn't even have the money. He hardly even has the social media relevance to justify it.
The GOAT. Thank you for the $5.
He's like, Boogie2988 is like if Hugh Hefner was homeless. You know? Like that's what Boogie, that's the vibes Boogie gives. So realistically, what he's telling you in this clip is completely accurate. If Boogie can get it done, you can get it done.
And you're gonna die alone. Let's fix this fucking shit.
If you can find a girl young enough and mentally ill enough who does not know better, even you can find love at the age of 50-something.
Let's do it. I'm ready for it.
This is going to be great.
And then the top comment is, he faked cancer. Truth behind the lies, how does the new top fan thing work? Is it per stream? I have no idea, bro. I have no fucking idea how the fuck that works. It's like a new thing they added, and I think it is tied to donations. And if it is, it sucks. Because honestly, this new, like, it should be a way for the audience to, like, get notoriety or whatever among chat, just for chatting. That they need features for free users. Everything can't be tied to money. Everything can't be pay to win, you know? It's per stream. There needs to be like a persistent chat ranking system, so people who are like there get little signs next to their name, or activate like channel points so they can highlight their messages. This is the one thing that Twitch has that YouTube doesn't have. Something for the average everyday chatter who doesn't need to rely on the lottery to get a membership.
Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
It's also for chatting. Yeah, but if the money is paid, like, dude, my donor doesn't need to have something next to their name. They have a super chat in the top corner the entire time. I don't think that they need like a +4, a purple logo, or a crown or something. They're constantly getting highlighted. The average chatter needs some rep.
There's a KFC in Yemen.
Thank
This
you.
is my favorite gay bee, honeybee, 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 panda heart.
Thank you so much.
I always do the
You can probably do that, Nightbot. I just wish they would add it to the actual thing. All right, next one. I need to talk about this. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this because realistically, well, it doesn't really fit the spirit of the show.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo.
So in the interest of being
Mr.
extraordinarily brief right now with what has actually happened, it is now confirmed that Lauren Southern has come out to talk about their own sexual abuse. The allegations are levied towards fucking Andrew Tate. And it's interesting to watch people kind of team sports stuff. Andrew Tate's like a rapist, you know? Like, he's just kind of like a rapist. So, I mean, it's not really out of the realm of possibility for something that they would do. I know. There's a large segue here. I understand. There is a segue here. But I was wondering why the Quartering just tweeted out saying it takes a real victim to not report this to the police instead of using it to sell books. Now, if you read the actual stuff, I'm fairly certain it straight up says that she did contact law enforcement in some capacity. And apparently she'd even made these pages of her book free, so you didn't actually have to pay to watch it. And now I saw Jeremy's Twitter, right? I saw Jeremy's Twitter, and he retweets this Tommy Robinson guy who's like, there's no way she was raped. I watched her kiss him. And he's just like, yep, false allegation, malicious, horrible person, used a fake rape to sell a book. I would feel like I would be having seizures of nervousness if I just bet on some random guy's Twitter video on a story like with this much, riding on it.
Here's a horrible fact, okay? I was there when Lauren Southern travelled to Romania with Andrew Tate. I was in the hotel room next door. When I walked out in the morning when we were leaving, Lauren Southern's at the door kissing him. Okay? So when you read what she says there, like he's raped her, that's what she's implying. It's a bit weird to be kissing him on his door and then get in the car and message him.
So we're talking about someone who walked past someone who saw kissing, and the Quartering is like, that's it, write him up. The rape is fake. I just feel like you have to be insane to knee-jerk something like that. But, yeah. So I responded, and I thought it was funny with that one. Good point, Jeremy. She should handle processing her rape better next time. Not even to, ignore the fact that most of the information he had was wrong. He didn't even look it up. He didn't look at all into it. It's entirely a team sports rape scenario. And when we talk about team sports with, like, EHD, it's like, yeah, obviously there are people who are super locked in their ways, and they're a bit, like, tunnel vision. And I think when it gets to politics, people will team sports anything. Rape is above board. We can defend rapists if we have to. And then defending pedophiles was kind of a weird one.
Thank you for the
Jeremy put out a tweet and he kind of said the quiet part out loud. I think this guy is a huge, a ginormous piece of shit. I don't know if you think that's fair or not, but if you don't think it's fair, I probably don't like you. I know I'm going to lose some people over this, but I'll say what I believe no matter what. I don't play nice to maximize profit, although I should. The only person withholding the Epstein files is Donald Trump. I simply cannot dance around it anymore. Sorry, cat turd. There's so much to unpack with this tweet. Okay. What do you mean you can't dance around it anymore? What is the... Why anymore? What is the anymore coming from? And then he's like regretful that he's not defending Hollywood elite pedophiles and Donald Trump for deading the Epstein file. This is his pinned tweet. Jeremy wants you to go to his Twitter right now and use this tweet to judge him by. Like, if you go to my Twitter, My thing is like, here, watch this really good Mama Max video. Gives you a firm understanding of who I am. This tweet is like, unfortunately, I have to condemn Donald Trump, which might fuck up my revenue for a couple of days because, well, although I'd like to defend pedophiles, I can't really do it anymore. That's great. And again, I wrote back to this. It's just like it's a fucking crazy post. I know I'm gonna lose some followers, but the the document full of rich child rapist elite pedophiles should like probably come out now. Like, what audience do you have? I guess this is literal confirmation that Jeremy is a grifter, right? Well, he can't do it anymore. Nick, he says he's got some values. No, this is a grifter. This is what a grifter is. This is a grifter who has pulled in an audience of people who are team sportsing pedophilia. That's what's happening. They are team sportsing pedophilia. He thinks he's going to take a major hit to income because he's not siding with the people who are trying to cover up pedophilia. Nah, dude. I mean, that's perfectly fine. You're welcome to leave. This is like absolutely insane. I don't think there's any room to budge on the Epstein shit. Covering this up in any capacity makes you look suspect. That's some get your devices checked kind of argumentation if you're a celebrity right now trying to defend this. You know? Yeah, I'm sorry. It's pedophiles, dude. There's really not a lot of angles to take on this one. It was like a unanimous left and right thing prior to Trump saying this, that they wanted these documents released and they wanted this list out there. Whether the list is nuclear or the list is nothing, it obviously should be out there. It's a bipartisan issue. And now people are turncoating it after literally running on exposing the Jeffrey Epstein documents. Now all of a sudden Donald Trump says we don't need to see it anymore, so they just forget. La la la, can't hear you. No pedophiles here. So yeah, it's just absolutely fucking crazy. I mean, I think the quartering is a complete loser. I don't know. I hope he cries in the basement that his wife got pizza without him or something again. Anyway, people have been asking me more and more, Nick, you got to cover the Chud Logic Tommy C discourse. And you know, I've been really withholding I didn't want to watch it. There's a lot of stuff there. I don't really know what's going on. And I started watching the stream and I literally didn't know what Tommy was talking about. I don't know. Has anybody followed this drama? I started watching Tommy's stream and it sounded like he wasn't even speaking English. I mean, are we really this far out from being like a functioning community? Look, a lot of people were saying like, Nick, you've got to come out here and condemn Tommy. Nick, you got to come out here and talk some shit about Chud Logic. I'm just telling, it doesn't even sound like English to me.
僕も君たちに同じ敬意を払う。もし君が僕を荒らしたり、ペドフィリア呼ばわりしたりしても構わない。でも、ルールはこうだ。まず、僕に質問しちゃダメ。チャドに関する僕の動画シリーズは、僕が彼を信用しない理由を全て語っているって言ったよね。それが僕が彼と話さない理由だ。
This is like hieroglyphics.
Stephen King, legendary smut horror writer who fought with H. Trump for years, said the list is fake.
だから、君がチャドに話さない理由を聞け。
I just keep hearing the word chud every few seconds. That's the only word that I'm getting out of it. I think Tommy's addressing chud.
すぐに電話を切られるだろう。わかった。君は一つのトピックを。
This is what it sounds like when XQC talks. You know, this is the same vibe I get when XQC is in the clip.
選ばないといけない。例えば、ターキートムボールバックについて僕が言ったこと。もし僕を何かで非難するなら、僕も君たちに同じ敬意を。
There we go. Meme over. That was it. That was the meme. All right, this is another one. This is another community drama thing. This is the only thing we're getting into before we cover the actual subject of the stream tonight. This is like the last stupid thing that we're going to talk about, and it's probably, in my opinion, one of the funnier ones. Kinetic Kell, if you guys don't remember Kinetic Kell from the New Year's stream, who went to Legoland with Colton, and I guess, I don't know, this is just like a commentary
Nicholas,
orbiter person who was just kind of around. This is Kell. So Kell got on the Whatever podcast. I don't even know who hosts the Whatever podcast, but Kinetic Kell has got on the podcast, and she talks about how she was in a polycule or something after there was a date with Colton. Kinetic Kell entered a polycule
Nicholas,
with a homeless person,
the goat,
and then talked about it on the Whatever podcast. So I'm interested to hear about it. Okay, so maybe I should unmute the video. That's probably the ideal thing here.
I just got out of a polycule, basically. It was my first crack at this.
Okay, so immediately this is like, all right. It sounds like you're escaping something. Like you've been unchained. I've escaped the polycule. I'm okay.
Out of a polycule, basically. It was my first crack at this kind of situation.
See, crack is a reference to the fact that the person she was dating was homeless.
For the panel and the viewers, explain what a polycule is.
So basically, he asked me out when he already had a girlfriend, and then I had to like meet my sister.
I gotta be honest, chat. I really thought polycules only happen on Discord. I thought they were like relationships on Discord, where everyone just kind of tactically cheated on each other. I didn't think that like. I mean, I know there are polyamorous people, but I didn't think they called them polycules in real life.
Wife and be friends with her. We weren't dating or anything, but yeah, it was interesting, new experiences. Yeah, the polycule dumped me because it's a long story.
Dude, the polycule dumped you, so you lost 2 partners at once. We've come to a decision. It's like getting voted off in like American Idol. It's like, I'm sorry, it's a no from me. Yeah, no, I mean, that sex sucked. It's a no from me, too. And then, like, fucking Randy Jackson comes out and goes, next year, dog. Get back out of there.
There it is.
Grid 1 Motorsports donated $200.
Oh, a $200 dono for that story. Amazing.
And 1 cent. Do not gloss over that he was a homeless dude living in a Herskell also.
Oh, no, dude. Wait, gets annihilated by the donation? Dude, look at her fucking face, bro. Yeah, you shouldn't leave out the fact that the guy was homeless.
And 1 cent. Do not gloss over that he was a homeless dude living in a Herskell also.
In a hearse?
Nicholas, the goat. Thank you for the $5.
Are you living out of a hearse is insane.
The debate on non-traditional relationships last week.
Damn good.
Oh, wait, the polycule guy or the 4-year relationship guy?
Now, dude, somebody dropped $200 to embarrass her thoroughly on the stream. That is actually a lot of dedication.
The 4-year relationship guy was like high school.
Who's the homeless dude?
The polycule guy.
He's living in a hearse?
Uh-huh. He's also a stand-up comedian. He calls himself a homeless romantic.
I will say that a hearse is probably the ideal homeless car because you've got like a lot of extra feet room, you know? Like it's probably not like a horrible like location to go to bed, right? The homeless romantic. Oh my, dude, I'm a homeless. I said I wanted a hopeless romantic. Well, I'm a homeless romantic. Welcome to my house. This is the polycule. These are the people you will be having sex with tonight. Hello.
Nice. So he lives in a hearse, so you guys would be having sex.
No, they'd come to my house. I have some self-respect.
They would come to your house in a hearse that they're living in.
So this guy, like, they're texting. It's like, yo, I'm dead, and he's texting it from a hearse. Oh my god, bro, this is
got some self-respect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're just waiting for they're going on tour for their first stand-up soon.
His girlfriend was alive, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. He's for nothing.
Did you know?
Why is Leia something in the bottom left-hand corner? Like, who fucking edited this?
Prior to having intercourse with him, that he was homeless?
I feel like the smell would give it away. I mean, like, I don't mean to be a dick here. Obviously, there are people who are struggling and going through it. But if you don't have access to constant showers, I think this is in California, no? I'm almost positive this is in California. It's not necessarily the coldest state.
Intercourse with him, that he was homeless?
It's not like that. It's like a temporary situation. Like he's
but I'm just. He disclosed to you he was homeless, right?
Nicholas! Yes, it's like a struggling artist like choice thing.
Wait, you're right. Polycule people typically have their own smell, so maybe it masks.
Right. So.
Yeah, I know. Bad decisions. Such an O.
So I feel like
Kinetic O.
Bare minimum.
What are the odds that we're talking about Shelbo?
It's just like.
Yeah.
Don't be homeless.
On God.
Is this like the Pokemon polycule that Shell? Okay, we're done. This is the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the intro to the show.